A sparkling performance in the Alistair Clark Stakes. He led throughout, record time, and he's on to Sydney now, and he's going to be very hard to beat in the three-year-old classics there. In particular, the AJC Derby will take a good staying performance to catch him if he can reproduce yesterday's effort. Opening event at Moonee Valley went to Crush. Greg Hall just giving him a couple of cracks with the whip. He looks a very promising youngster.
And Crush got a little bit of class about him, and he wants longer than this too. He's going on to win by about a half, three-quarters of a length, I suppose, Strawberry Ranch. 5 lengths away, High Statesman third.
Eastern Classic is outside the leader as they straighten up under hands and heels riding. The 4-year-old goes on to score nicely.
As they straighten from the Kundra, Lord Pake getting out, Major Drive running on but too late, and Eastern Classic's going on to win it well. Eastern Classic wins by 2 lengths. Second placing the Kundra, Lord Pake third in front.
Third event, and it's Greg Hall again in the yellow cap, scooting up 4 wide to take on the leaders as they straighten on Tennessee Vane.
Got to the lead at the top of the straight, but Tennessee Vane has raced up to it quickly. They're together, and Tennessee Vane's coming home the better, and another favourite's going to win. Tennessee Vane draws away to win by 2 lengths to Hidden Power. Mardisi third, Rocky Mac.
Mahogany Row throughout in the 4th. He's clear and kicks as they straighten and goes away to defeat the dead heaters, Rocky Mac and Asher Star.
It's Mahogany Row clear halfway down the straight, holding Rocky Mac and Asher Star, and Mahogany Row getting a bit weary will win by about 3 parts of a length. Rocky Mac might have got second and nose to Asher Star.
The Alistair Clark, and it's Vo Rogue out on his lonesome as they come to the middle stages of the race. He has a bit of a breather after this, and they peg back his advantage, but then he kicks away again as they come to the home turn.
Cossack Warrior getting up inside, Shackle 2 to Maya Card, Hard Ridden and Sir Fawn. Round the 800 corner, and Vo Rogue under restraint, only about 3 lengths now to Dandy Andy. 1 to Raveno, followed by El Vaquero. Then Flaming 1 to the outside, Hunter's Ace. Followed a length away by Cossack Warrior. Maya Card coming out wide from Shackle and tailed off Sir Fawn. 600 to go, Vo Rogue by 2 lengths to Raveno. Dandy Andy's had it. A length away, Cossack Warrior. He's persisting, the favourite from Maya Card, El Vaquero, Hunter's Ace. On the turn, 350 out, Vo Rogue by 2 lengths to Raveno. A half length to Cossack Warrior, and then El Vaquero, Maya Card. But Vo Rogue 2 lengths in front into the straight. From Raveno on the outside, Cardinal is the favourite coming home well. Cossack Warrior trying to get through El Vaquero, but Vo Rogue's in front. Cossack Warrior trying hard, won't get him. Vo Rogue end to end, racing down to the line now, and Vo Rogue goes on to win it by 2 lengths to Cossack Warrior. Secret Diamond.
Peckham McGuess got a nice run through towards the inside, and the horse with the blinkers and the yellow cap, and outstays Wholesome in the 6th.
Out wider on the track came Wholesome. Peckham McGuess with a Dream Rails run has gone up to hit the front near the line. An unbelievable win to Peckham McGuess. Second placing Wholesome, a length and a half away. A nose to Secret Diamond.
Another go-to-woe winner in the 7th was Silver Satellite, who defeats Daily Spirit, who runs on well out wide.
A length and a half in front of Goblet. On the outside, Daily Spirit, and then Rebecca Gay finishing fairly but wide out. Halfway down the straight, Silver Satellite in front. Daily Spirit trying to get to it, but Silver Satellite wins. About 3 parts of a length to Daily Spirit as they turn home.
It was a day for leaders. Jetfighter clear as they straighten up and goes right away to score by 4 lengths from Kiskin.
Then Dean Aura and Civic Hope and Irvine. Jetfighter's going to win by about 5 lengths. Kiskin is going to run second, going to be a good battle for third. Dean Aura on the inside, battling on, has just got third in front of Civic.
Well, that was the action from Moonee Valley. Now the TAB information. And the double numbers there, 6 and 9, paid $127.40. 369, the treble, $736.60. And the extra double from Moonee Valley, 2 and 3, paid $8.60. Well, that's our racing action this morning. Yes, someone must have got there.
But the combination of a big weight and a soft track just found him out. The race went to Jazz Talk, who's second at this stage, well handled by Wayne Bryant in a very close finish, just edges out Pittsburgh.
2 lengths in front. Jazz Talk in second place. He's pulled the whip now and it's lunchtime. He's still 4 lengths off the lead and he's struggling. Jazz Talk loomed up to Pittsburgh. Jazz Talk and Pittsburgh. Jazz Talk ahead in front of Pittsburgh. Then it's lunchtime. Jazz Talk and Pittsburgh. Jazz Talk just in front. Pittsburgh kicks again. Oh, gee, it's close. Jazz Talk or Pittsburgh. It's lunchtime, 4 lengths away, third.
Well, Robert Crilly was beaten there on It's Lunchtime, but he didn't take too long to atone. He came out and scored on the outside of Glamorgan Vale in the next. He heads for home in front. The baldy-faced horse in the green cap won off the fence.
On the ropes on the outside, Cook forcing to switch back to the inside on Imperial Copper. On the ropes, dashed up. He's hit the lead. Glamorgan Vale's kicking again on the inside. Glamorgan Vale and on the ropes. They're fighting it out. Glamorgan Vale just in front of on the ropes. He's going to be too strong, I think, Glamorgan Vale. Imperial Copper in third place. They hit the wire and Glamorgan Vale has won. Glamorgan Vale has beaten on the ropes. Imperial Copper third.
Well, Pam O'Neill spent Friday morning jogging the streets of the northern suburbs to get her weight right for Chauer in the fourth, and the effort was rewarded. The widest runner is Chauer, who runs on stoutly to defeat Wolverton Manor, given every chance by Graham Cook.
But he's coming after these leaders. Chauer and Battles Wake down the outside. They're stretched right across the track. Wolverton Manor's taken the lead. Here's Chauer coming after Wolverton Manor. She's steaming home, Chauer. She grabbed the lead from Wolverton Manor. Chauer's going to be too good. She's edging away from Wolverton Manor, and Chauer won it by 3/4 of a length. Chauer first, Wolverton Manor second, third Benaim.
Well done, Pam, scoring there on Chauer. They were the first 4 from Doomben yesterday. We'll take a break now. Sports scene. Race 5 at Doomben yesterday was the No Home Flying. It featured the reappearance of Breakfast Creek, who's second at this stage. The leader's Mirabin under the whip. He goes away in the straight to score. Breakfast Creek gets a little tired and misses a place.
Clear of the James Tradition and then Grand Thunder. Mirabin's nicely clear, 200 metres to go. Yes, he's booted away from Breakfast Creek. He's about 3 lengths in front of Breakfast Creek. Pikako's making ground on the outside and then Noble Malay. But Mirabin's going to be far too good in the run home and push right out with the whip. He goes away and scores by 4 lengths. Mirabin an easy winner. Noble Malay got second. Third Pikako.
The odds-on Pop Vain Artist scored a very comfortable victory in the novice handicap. He was quickly on the move. He led clearly in the middle stages, and he was untroubled to score from Sanita's Lad and Black Roman, who made up ground.
But it's all Vain Artist, 300 metres from home. He's about 3 lengths in front of Sanita's Lad. Coastal Champ making ground on the outside, and then Irish Abbey Princess Who. But Vain Artist is nicely clear with 100 metres to go. The putters are cheering for the good thing, and home he goes. Vain Artist is far too good. Inclined to pull up a little bit at the end, but he still won it by 2 lengths. Vain Artist first, Sanita's Lad second.
The final event went to the much improved Thanking You, who relished quiet riding tactics in the early stages. He made a quick move coming towards the home turn to get into second place. He's going after the leader, Sunsani, now.
300 metres to go. Sunsani's the leader. Here's Thanking You with a great run on the outside. Thanking You dashed up to Sunsani, hit the lead. It's Thanking You a half length in front of Sunsani, then Pioneer Valley. But Thanking You shoots away at the 100-metre mark, and Thanking You's racing on to score easily. Thanking You first is going to be tight second and third. Sunsani second and nose in front of Pioneer Valley.
Pioneer Valley, the third place getter there, is racing very well. He made up a lot of ground and he should soon score again. The TAB information for Doomben, 8, 6 and 10 was the treble, $1,017.50, 6 and 10 the double, $30.60, and 6 pick, 2, 8, 4, 6, 2 and 10. A bit tricky yesterday, the punter's not getting that combination, so Division 1 jackpotting and Division 2 a bit over $2,000. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene and come back to have a look at a great program from Canterbury. Later charged him with careless riding. He's been suspended for a couple of weeks and pending an appeal, it looks certain that he's lost the ride on Our Waverley Star in the Rawson Stakes next week. Mick Dittman is standing by for the ride, and I'm certain that Russ Hinds, the owner of Our Waverley Star, will be pleased to get a replacement of the calibre of Mick Dittman. It's going to be a great race, the clash with Bone Crusher and At Tallack in the Rawson Stakes. And ironically, the 3 riders of those outstanding gallopers are now all out of action. It's At Tallack, Michael Clark, Ron Quinton will stand in there, and Gary Stewart, of course, on Bone Crusher, is just recovering from an operation for appendicitis, and Shane Dye has picked up the ride on Bone Crusher. So it's rather tragic news that the 3 top jockeys won't be there when the champs clash next week. Well, the opening event at Canterbury yesterday, and some big bets landed on Cupillus, who defeated Western Ace and Pre-Catalan.
Western Ace under his big weight, taken on by Cupillus, and Cupillus doing better than Western Ace, clear of Pre-Catalan, and the first favourites coming away, Cupillus, and Cupillus going home very, very strongly, wins at a length and a half. Second, Western Ace, third, Pre-Catalan.
Grand effort by Special under 60 kilos to walk away with the second, the birthday card quality.
Singing Wonder, then Lucky Witch on the outside from Princess Osmond, and Nova Edition making heavy weather of it, but inside the 200 metres, and Special is running her rivals right off their legs. She's 6 lengths clear of Nova Edition and Lucky Witch, and what a great effort by the Colin Hayes trained Special. She wins it, pulling up 5.5 lengths to Nova Edition.
Postage Due in the Brian Mayfield Smith blue colours, lurking third on the fence, is too strong in the third. Mother Duck, the leader, gets tired at the finish, and the New Zealander Tasman Dancer just plods.
A length and a half is the break from Tasman Dancer. Red Express is under pressure. Postage Due having a shot at Mother Duck. Will Mother's condition hold out? I don't think so. Postage Due's got a measure, and Postage Due's raced away from Mother Duck, and then Special Finish and Tasman Dancer. But Postage Due is going to win it easily. Postage Due has beaten Mother Duck. Tasman Dancer or Special Finish for third.
Then came the Bonnie New Zealand filly Tidal Light. She's switched out 4 wide now, goes up to tackle the leaders in a twinkling, puts the issue beyond doubt.
And Tidal Light in one fell swoop has dashed to the lead now from Ancient Mariner. Sound Horizon coming from last on the inside, but the leader is Tidal Light. She's shifting about a bit in the straight, but she's a mile too good, Tidal Light, and she's going to beat Sound Horizon very comfortably, and Imprimata's got up for third.
Came the super sprinter from the west, Placid Arc, all the way in the Canterbury Stakes. And what a mighty horse he is.
Being Canny Lass, and last of all is Gold or Me at the 600 metres, and Placid Arc travelling along smoothly, a length and a quarter clear on Blazing Keel. Courier Bay on the outside getting a little closer. Then comes Campaign King, followed by Drawn the Fence, 2.5 Canny Lass, and Absolute in the field is Gold or Me. They're on the home corner, and Placid Arc, and J Scores hasn't moved on the west Aussie. He's more than a length in front from Blazing Keel. Courier Bay's on the outside, then Campaign King. Now John Score shows Placid Arc a little bit of the whip, and Placid Arc is racing keenly. He's about 3 lengths in front from Campaign King, then Blazing Keel, but it's all Placid Arc. What a brilliant sprinter this West Aussie is, and Placid Arc all the way in the stakes.
Proven Valor did plenty wrong in the 6th event, was still too classy for the opposition in quite an eye-catching Golden Slipper trial.
Badly at this, its first New South Wales start. It's gone to the middle of the track, but it's still in front, and a nice lead at 2, Proven Valor. Hall pulls the whip, and Proven Valor coming back to the inside. It leads a length and a half on Boasting, followed then by Sky Chase, but Proven Valor's proving much too good, and Proven Valor wins it very well. Proven Valor, 2 Boasting, followed by Sky Chase.
A dashing rails-hugging ride by Marie Linden gave Commercial Balance a comfortable victory in the Canterbury Cup. Commercial Balance is midfield and angles back towards the inside fence at this stage.
Momentarily held up, now he's into the clear. As they come to the 200, Rising Prince is being taken on by Rajamar. Royal Scepter, Commercial Balance flying up on the inside from Samara. Indian Raj won't go on, but Marie Linden's dash Commercial Balance right up on the inside, and it's careering away.
Final event went to Mustaway, who came with a well-timed burst in the straight. The horse in the breastplate out 4 or 5 wide, and the orange cap going to the leaders now is Mustaway.
Home, 200 metres to travel. Tackle for the lead by Mustaway. Little Carmody on Mustaway with the pull in the weights. Overhauls and runs away from Zip Home. LA Streak finishing on pretty well, but it's all Mustaway, and it wins it very easily. Mustaway on the line, a length and 3/4.
They were the 8 events from Canterbury. Now the TAB information for the Sydney meeting. 8 and 8 the double, $29.30. 11, 8 and 8 the treble, $70.40, and the extra double from Canterbury 1 and 3 paid $36.90. A break coming up, and then back to have a look at Flemington. The first was the hurdle. It went to Sing for Supper, who was clear at the last hurdle and under the whip. Although inclined to shift out a little bit, still had plenty up his hand, in hand. The 4th place getter here, not a bad effort, Law for Lou, who has only a couple of trials over the hurdles and should soon pick up one of these.
King and then Law for Lou. Sing for Supper led, drifting out, got a length and a half in front of My Heart's Rotomar King. It's running on, and Law for Lou's making a good run, but it might be just too late. Sing for Supper clear, holding them safely with 100 to go. He's hanging out, but he's going to win. Sing for Supper drifting off the track, goes on to score well. A winning margin's going to be about 2 lengths. Close for the Miners. Rotomar King maybe a nose in front of My Hutch.
Determined effort by the Grosvenor youngster Lord Westminster to take out the Gibson Carmichael Stakes. Square Deal was clear and looked the leader at this stage, but Lord Westminster wouldn't be denied.
Tasso's Sister Shirley trying to bullock out. Trista Gold can't win. Square Deal led a length and a half under the whip. It kicked away from Lord Westminster. Out holding it at bay, and they're clear of Sister Shirley and Trista Gold. Now Lord Westminster making ground, and Sister Shirley flying. Square Deal still in front. Lord Westminster lunging at it. It's going to get it, yes. Lord Westminster ahead to Square Deal.
The 3rd event, unfortunately we have no audio of this. The leader at this stage is the eventual winner, Hot Shoes, who's clear and responds to hard riding. The horse there in the blue and green colours of Colin Hayes. Whisket runs on well out wide, about 4 out in the white colours to get 2nd, and Regal Ballerina, an eye-catching run, coming from well back to get 3rd in the red colours. But it's Hot Shoes is shade too good for Whisket. Regal Ballerina, the good effort for 3rd. 4th was the Duke of Norfolk Stakes. At this stage, Rising Fear's the horse in the centre, going up to take the lead from Trade Line. Peckham, I guess, out wide under desperate riding, responds to just edge out Rising Fear.
Rising Fear, he tackles Trade Line, and Peckham, I guess, comes at them. Then Mandador. Peckham, I guess, went up to make a line of 3 and might be doing better. Rising Fear's fighting back. Peckham, I guess, a half length, now a length in front. It's going to win. And Peckham, I guess, draws away to win a little over a length, or maybe a length on the line. Rising Fear, a neck to Trade Line 3rd.
Good finish to the fifth event with Bullion Broker and Jewel Planet taking over about 100 metres out, and only a short half head between them at the finish. Bullion Broker just hanging on.
Trying to get out, and then Bullion Broker, Man Hours, and Jewel Planet under the whip. Gorilla took the lead. Struggling a little bit now is Dowie. Trying to get out is Man Hours, Jewel Planet, and Bullion Broker. Bullion Broker letting go with Jewel Planet, a brace to the lead. Bullion Broker just in front. Jewel Planet pegging it back. Won't make it. Bullion Broker's one of the nose to Jewel Planet. Half a length to Man Hours third.
Sixth event, and True Beauty, the winner here from Friars Delight. True Beauty ran on very well to grab the lead just inside the 100.
They were followed then by Cropley Road under the whip. True Beauty trying to bullock out, and Honora Elvira coming with a strong run from a long way back with 200 to go now, and Friars Delight got to the lead. Honora Elvira and True Beauty out after it on the outside. True Beauty flying out after Friars Delight, who hangs in. True Beauty grabs it and wins. True Beauty's got up the win from Friars Delight on Honora Elvira.
Some big bets landed when Cameronic led throughout in the 7th, starting at 5 to 2, and 57 kilos. Good performance.
Warned on the outside from Silver Shark. Bronze Knight, Benefactor under the whip, doing nothing from Tim's Gambler. Cameronic still in front. He's kicked away again. Kiskin trying hard on the outside, but Cameronic hands and heels are 3/4 of a length in front. He's holding Kiskin near the line, and Cameronic's going to win about a half length Kiskin. 3 lengths to Bronze Knight.
Final event was the Alan Bell Handicap and Major Drive in blue and white colours. About 6th or 7th out deep on the track at this stage. Runs on well to defeat I'm a Red Man.
Drive out wide. I'm a Red Man struggling to get to the leaders. He's got them now. Major Drive's going to be the danger though. It's I'm a Red Man in front. Major Drive coming at him on the outside, coming home better. Major Drive's raced to I'm a Red Man, put his head in front, and Major Drive finishes too well for I'm a Red Man. Good run for third. Catavo's got up for third.
That was the Flemington card yesterday. Now the TAB information, and the double there, 3 and 1 paid $66.60. 3 and 1 the treble, $381.30, and the extra double from Flemington 1 and 3 paid $24.50. Just want to point out there's
a great clash again in the Tancred if they all line up and we get a firm surface in a fortnight. Well, at Eagle Farm yesterday, I thought the highlight of the day was the performance of the 2-year-old filly Recommendation. She had only moderate opposition, but I think she's pretty promising. She had the inside barrier and was able to take full advantage of that, but I feel there's a lot of improvement in this filly. The opening event at Eagle Farm went to Taz Lynn, who looks a pretty handy middle-distance prospect.
Is coming out after Good Joss and Chevron Miss together. Newport Victory's there in the centre. Taz Lynn is running on strongly way out in the middle of the track. In fact, he looks the one. Chevron Miss is struggling. Taz Lynn hit the lead. 100 metres to go. Taz Lynn shoots away, and Taz Lynn is home and hose. Taz Lynn 3 lengths in front as they hit the wire. Taz Lynn beats Newport Victory.
Last year, Gossamer Wings showed tremendous promise, but she's taken a while to realise her potential, but it looks now as though trainer Tony Green has her headed in the right direction. She seems to be thriving on a light preparation. She broke through for her initial win yesterday, but I think there's more in store. This is how she took out the second, the maiden handicap.
Sprinted away, 300 metres to go. Gossamer Wings shoots about 2 lengths in front of My Son Mel, then Unbreakable Heart and Tonnerre, who's struggling a little bit. 200 metres out, he's pulled the whip now on Gossamer Wings. Gossamer Wings about 1.5 lengths in front of My Son Mel, who's trying hard on the outside, and then Tonnerre. But Gossamer Wings is holding My Son Mel, in fact, moving away from My Son Mel close to the line, and Gossamer Wings goes on and scores easily at the end. 2 lengths in it at the finish. It's Gossamer Wings first, My Son Mel second, Tonnerre third, then...
The Flying Handicap was the third, and underrated sprinter Amboina was successful here, only narrowly in the end. High Gita made up plenty of territory in the last 50 metres, but Amboina, who was cleverly handled by Wayne Bryant, just had enough in reserve.
Malay and Kuata Bay. Amboina's got a nice break on them, 300 metres out. He's beat it away. He's about 3 lengths in front of Douse the Blaze. High Gita now moving into third place, and then Butterfly Prince and Noble Malay. Amboina in front, leading by 2 lengths. High Gita starting to wind up now. He's after this leader. Amboina's stopping. High Gita's flying. Amboina just in front of High Gita. They hit it. Amboina, I think, has just held on. There's not much in it. Amboina or High Gita, then Douse the Blaze.
Then came the victory of Recommendation I was talking about a little earlier. You'll notice that she's in command all the way down the straight. Shane Scriven said she was inclined to loaf a little bit, but she still scored by 2 3/4 lengths, and I think she will improve.
Banksia Miss the inside. They're together with Recommendation doing a little bit better than Banksia Miss. 150 metres to go. It's Recommendation about a length and a half in front. Cordura into second place, then Banksia Miss and our Visa. But the favourites got them. It's Recommendation racing away close to the line, and she's going on to score easily. Cordura second, our Visa third. Then
Well, they were the first four from Eagle Farm yesterday. 7 Sports Scene. Well, the fifth event at Eagle Farm yesterday, and there was plenty of joys for the bookies with the success of the outsider Cool Please, who staged a form reversal, defeating Call Me Biddy, and a good effort by the newcomer Welsh Zephyr.
Glamorganvale pulled out wide, and then Herbaceous. It's Cool Please dashing up on the outside at the 200-metre point. Cool Please has got his nose in front of Welsh Zephyr, who's boxing on gamely, then Call Me Biddy. Cool Please in front of Welsh Zephyr. On the outside, Call Me Biddy is making ground, and then Gothigus. But it's Cool Please in front as they run to the post, and Cool Please wins it by almost a length. Call Me Biddy second, Welsh Zephyr in third place.
I think the Bathurst-trained Welsh Zephyr is sure to pay his way here in Brisbane. The sixth event was the second Canning Downs maiden for the 2-year-old fillies. An impressive debut here by Navajo Girl, the grey, who landed some big bets.
Navajo Girl's gone to the lead from Correspond. Princess Pagard on the outside, boxing on fairly well. Then a length of the favourite Hunt for Gold. And further back came Winifred Street, but Navajo Girl dashed away at the 100-metre mark, and she's got it. She's got it one, Navajo Girl. She's about 4 lengths in front. Winifred Street into second place, and then a Hunt for Gold, but Navajo Girl wins it easily. Navajo Girl first, second Winifred Street, third Hunt for Gold.
A big first-up performance by Princess Gracious in the 7th. She was left without cover, raced 3 wide most of the way, but was still able to stage a determined finish to wear down the favourite Starry Load in the last 20 or 30 metres. Now, Starry Load's over on the inside and kicks at this point and looks to have the race in his keeping.
Christmas Dancer, Black Harmony and Crown Witness right out in the middle of the track. 200 metres to go. Starry Load's kicked again on the inside. Starry Load's just in front of Princess Gracious and Spirit of Earl, then Sunita's Lad. It's Starry Load in front. Princess Gracious coming at him hard. Starry Load, Princess Gracious, they hit it. Princess Gracious beats Starry Load ahead. Princess Gracious first, Starry Load second, tight third.
Determined effort by horse and jockey there, Princess Gracious and Graham Cook. Minnie Clara, a most underrated filly, belied her poor performance on a soft track at Doomben a week earlier when she took out the final event in impressive style. She's in yellow colours, 5 out from the fence.
Couldn't get the run on the inside. He's bringing him around Tudor Rebel, but Minnie Clara sprinted to the front, 200 metres out. It's Minnie Clara going away to lead by 2 lengths on Rorata, then River Road, Tudor Rebel, and What a Wonder. Minnie Clara's in front with 100 metres to go. Minnie Clara's too good. What a Wonder into second place, then Rorata, but Minnie Clara goes on and scores easily. It's Minnie Clara first, What a Wonder second, third, Rorata.
Bookmakers finishing on a good note there with the 14-1 pop Minnie Clara. Now the TAV information and the double numbers for Eagle Farm, 11 and 6 paid $261.50. 4, 11 and 6 the treble, $1,251.10, and 6 pick from Eagle Farm, jackpotting again. Cool Please, the winner of the third leg there, knocking most out, and Minnie Clara not much help in the last. Division 2, $990.30. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene and return to have a look at the big Rosehill meeting in Sydney. We've got the Sydney highlights coming up now, and there were a host of highlights from Rosehill yesterday. The great win of Maya Card, back to winning form by bounding away, and Midnight Fever going on her winning way as she leads up towards the Golden Slipper. But the first event from Rosehill, a good performance by Swift Cheval under a big weight, and he wears away to get the better of Grelette and his stablemate Bellaho in the final stages. Now it's Swift Cheval in the yellow blinkers and the blue colours.
Swift Cheval starting to join in now, and then comes Grelette, and further out fixed the date at the 200 metres and past it. And Swift Cheval, the stager, and Bellaho battling it out with Grelette. 3 in line, Swift Cheval's taken the lead. Grelette trying to match him with Bellaho, but it's Swift Cheval. Swift Cheval from Grelette and Bellaho.
Trainer Paul Sutherland also took out the second event with Merry Ruler, who's in great form. He's the horse in green colours with the red cap, 6th or 7th at this stage, and unleashes a powerful burst from this point.
Rubiton not doing enough at the moment, and then comes Adrenet on the outside, and Merry Ruler starting to join in. Rubiton going back to the inside to get a clear run, but Merry Ruler's after Western Ace, and then Rubiton, but Merry Ruler's the one. Merry Ruler, oh, he's a much improved horse, and he's going to win and win it well. Merry Ruler from Rubiton, third Western Ace.
Glamour Colt marauding a little disappointing, although he scored by a length and a half in the third. It's Lygon Arms in front at this point. Marauding moving up easily on his outside, but they had a bit of a battle to get to the lead in the straight.
Second last, Injustice and Absolute as Calderwood as they travel along towards the home corner. And on the outside, marauding a loud rain by Cassidy is just in front now from Lygon Arms. They've booted about 3 lengths on Potter McQueen and Crush. A length into Stimulus, followed by Raise the Banner, homeward bound. And marauding doing better than Lygon Arms. 2 lengths away on the outside, Crush, and then comes Potter McQueen as they run towards the 250 metres, and marauding a big gangling type. He is nursing him as long as possible, Cassidy. He's going to have to go for him in a moment. He's a half Lygon Arms, still doing better than the Smith trained horse, and 2 lengths Potter McQueen, and then Injustice running home from Crush. But marauding, he's still green, but he's going to win this. And marauding on the line scores about a length and a quarter. Lygon Arms. Injustice has run third.
A dashing Mick Dittman ride gave Bounding Away victory in the Orlando Wines Classic. Now, Bounding Away is behind the leaders in blue colours, the grey mare. You can see Dittman angling for a run just around the heels of another grey, the leader, Cap Devan, and Atlantic Mission out deeper.
Bounding Away's getting up on the inside, and then Dinky Flyer just blooming in front. Dinky Flyer rattling home, Bounding Away the inner. Bounding Away coming home better. Bounding Away, she's done it.
Well, I don't know if Bounding Away is back to the form of her great Golden Slipper win last autumn, but it's certainly good to see her back in the winning list. And we'll show you the slow-mo now, and I think Dittman can take a lot of the credit for this victory. It's Bounding Away, slicing through outside the leader, Cap Devan, and out wide on the track in the pink and blue colours, Dinky Flyer looks as though she's going to swamp them at this stage. On her inside is Atlantic Mission, and here's Bounding Away with Dittman flogging away with the whip, able to scrape through along the inside and hold off Dinky Flyer, who came from well back. A good performance by Bounding Away after striking a little bit of trouble just coming towards the home turn, so she may have been unlucky not to win. Well, the next was the Rawson Stakes, and it was generally regarded as a match between Bone Crusher and Our Waverley Star, but Myocard certainly put paid to that. The 3-year-old relished the soft conditions. He's running much closer because of the wet probably. He's in 4th place at this stage, tracking up behind just inside Our Waverley Star.
Colour Page, and last of all is a bit like her as they run along the side, about 700 before them, and the leader is Beal Bangara. By golly, Shane Dye's working hard on Bone Crusher. He seemed to drop the bit, the horse, at the 700, and the leader is Beal Bangara. A length and a half on Our Waverley Star, has done it beautifully in the run. To Myocard, ahead to Bone Crusher the outside, then at Tallack, a bit like her, and Colour Page and Periscope, the last pair, homeward bound. Dittman pops the question to Our Waverley Star. He strode away. Second is Myocard. Forget Beal Bangara, then Bone Crusher. By gee, he's going to be every bit as good as we think to win from there, and it doesn't look as though he can do it. Myocard's after Our Waverley Star. Forget Bone Crusher, it's Myocard. Myocard, the baby in the field, 3 years of age, and Myocard and Mark de Montfort racing away with the Rawson well won. Myocard, 3 lengths to Our Waverley Star. Bone Crusher.
A great performance by Myocard. Hard to find an excuse for Bone Crusher. He was disappointing yesterday. Maybe wasn't suited on the soft track. This is the slow-mo now, and you can see Bone Crusher labouring in 3rd place. It's Our Waverley Star just clinging to a narrow advantage, but Myocard cruises up. Now, as de Montfort starts to get at him with the whip, he's inclined to shift in. In fact, de Montfort was suspended for causing interference to Our Waverley Star. You'll see clips his heels and hits the running rail at that stage. So the winning margin probably flattered Myocard, but he was clearly going better than Our Waverley Star at the time of that incident. De Montfort out for a fortnight. He's going to miss some of the big races. It's going to be a great clash, nevertheless, in a couple of weeks in the Tancred Stakes. Now, the 6th event, Midnight Fever, all the rage here. She had trouble getting into the clear in the straight, but in the end she was too good for St Clair.
At the moment, at the 250 metres, and St Clair shows the way. Still can't get clear on Midnight Fever. Second Noble Times. Now Midnight Fever's seeing a bit of daylight from Tasman Dancer and Wangaratta. She's coming quickly now, Midnight Fever, after St Clair. She's got to get up, Midnight Fever. She raced to St Clair. Oh, gee, she is a good filly. Midnight Fever's overcome difficulties to beat St Clair.
She's an outstanding filly, Midnight Fever, now unbeaten in 6 runs. You'll notice she just has a 50 or 60 metres trouble getting into the clear, and I think a little bit of the blame could be attributed to herself. She doesn't seem to be racing generously at that point, but once Quinton does get her into the clear, she goes to the post very generously. You'll notice Quinton just on a bit of an angle trying to get around the heels of one there, but now she's into the clear and she takes 3 or 4 strides to balance up, but watch her acceleration from this point. She quickly picks up St Clair, and Quinton is just content to let her roll to the line. Once he knew he had the race in his keeping, so she probably could have won by a bigger margin, but she's a very, very good filly. She's going to be one of the top chances in the Golden Slipper on April 11.
The 7th event, and a barnstorming finish by Targlish coming from well back gave him victory here. Riverdale also runs on very powerfully to get second, Tricycle third, and the Queenslander Pete's Choice far from disgraced in finishing fourth at long odds. He's in blue colours, running in third place at this stage.
And further back as they come around the corner, French Colonial straightening up now, and Pre-Cattle on the outside just heading Singing Wonder. A length away third is Wicked Smile, and behind those Pete's Choice and New Atlantis badly snookered from Tricycle coming down to the 200, and Singing Wonder battling on the inside. Singing Wonder and Pre-Cattle, followed by Pete's Choice. French Colonial getting up on the inside, and Quentin can't get clear on New Atlantis, and Targlish. Here's Targlish. He's absolutely swamping them, and Targlish in the Hyperion colours racing away. Riverdale will get up for second, but Targlish has beaten Riverdale on the inside.
Our Waverley Stars trainer Dave O'Sullivan certainly... We've got a slow-mo here, have we? We have got a slow-mo. All right, we'll have a look at this. Confusion reigns here. We'll have a look at the slow-mo now, and you'll notice Targlish coming from well back.
Into the open, Northern Plain next and out of sight with plenty of galloping room, and here's Travel Light negotiating.
This is out of sight, in fact taking out the final event, out of sight, hard ridden on the outside. This gets the better of Northern Plain.
But out of sight have taken the lead. Travel Light won't reach them. Northern Plain out of sight on the outside. Is it going home better? It is. And out of sight's got there.
We'll run a competition to see if you can pick, was that the fast forward of the final event or the slow-mo of the second last event. Now the TAB information for Rose Hill, 8 and 7 the double, $197.20, 3, 8 and 7 the treble, $2,047.20, and the extra double from Rose Hill, 2 and 6 paid $20.40. We'll take a break now. Well, Sandown yesterday, it was a wet track, and I think the bookies fancied their chances, but they were off target in the first. The punters spot on with the success of the 2-to-1 favourite Long Range, who's clear as they straighten and untroubled to take out the hurdle.
In front of Golden Sino and Balkan King as they come to the second last. Long Range jumped it well, 2 in front of Golden Sino and Balkan King, and then further back Nobilis Roman, but it's Long Range about 2 or 3 lengths in front, drawing to the last from Golden Sino. He's going well, this leader. He comes towards the last jump, over it safely, 2.5 Golden Sino, and then Balkan King, but it's Long Range for the money. He's holding them safely at bay, and it's an all-the-way win for Long Range. He wins by 2.5 to Golden Sino, 2 lengths away, third is Balkan King.
The grey Bronze Knight clear at this point. He responds to hard riding to comfortably hold off Dandy Andy.
Bronze Knight now. It's a half in front of Devon Duke, then Foamy Ocean from King Lark. Bronze Knight at the 150 over a length in front of Devon Duke. Kiskinen down the outside. Foamy Ocean now. Dandy Andy getting going, but the grey's got a good break. Bronze Knight near the line, and Bronze Knight's going to get the money to score by nearly 2 lengths. Tight for the miners. Dandy Andy kicked through in the centre to get second.
Third event went to Star of Danielle coming down the centre in the pink colours.
Danielle got to the front with 200 to go from Miss Exultara, Glowing Idol, then Lucky Lotto, then Kahala Red from a long way back. But Star of Danielle broke clear. Glowing Idol getting up on the inside from Miss Exultara. But it's Star of Danielle in front. She's safely holding them. And Star of Danielle by a length and a quarter. Glowing Idol, a half third, Miss Exultara.
Bookies didn't mind the fourth with the success of the 33-to-1 chance Disputed Pearl, who runs on strongly to score pretty handsomely in the end.
Which is Lord Tiamo, Can He Dance getting through, square deal from a mile back with Disputed Pearl. There are chances galore now. Lord Tiamo ducking in, flattened a couple, Top Innings and Disputed Pearl. Disputed Pearl got through, took the lead now from Top Innings, and Disputed Pearl will get up and win from Top Innings. Third home wide out there is Hit the Bid.
Bean Jolly came with a late surge down towards the inside to grab the leader late in the fifth and go on to score by a half length.
The lead now at the 200-metre mark. Bean Jolly getting up on the inside of him, and they're followed by High Country, then Manship. It's Noble Crest in front, but getting up on the inside, Bean Jolly, Noble Crest just in front. Bean Jolly going home better. Bean Jolly's got up to win on the line from Noble Crest.
Exact landed some good bets, firming in to start favourite at 9-4 when he took out the Country Cup, coming from well back right down the outside fence.
But Exact is starting to gobble them up on the outside as they race with 150 to go. Nakundra the leader, but Exact is going to get him on the outside. Exact races up to Nakundra, takes the lead, and a great performance. Exact in front of Nakundra near the line, and Exact gets the money by a head. Nakundra.
Good two-horse war between Drillburn Miss and Eloquent Edition in the seventh. Drillburn Miss just a shade too strong.
Drillburn Miss on the outside, put a head in front, and it's fighting it out now with Eloquent Edition coming again. Drillburn Miss drew a head in front, Eloquent Edition fighting back. They're 5 lengths in front of the others. It's Drillburn Miss, a long hit in front of Eloquent Edition. Lady Renown rattling home down the outside. Drillburn Miss in front, she's got there. Drillburn Miss ahead.
Captain Police came from worse than midfield, right out wide to storm home and take out the 8 by 2.5 lengths from Bell Spirit.
Captain Police moved up on the outside and grabbed Princely Heart from Rocky Mac. Then further back was Bell Spirit from Mysterious Man. But Captain Police from second last is racing away. And Captain Police is going to win easily. Captain Police by 3 lengths. Second home, Bell Spirit.
Final event went to Classified Lady, who comfortably defeated the favourite Dardism. Dardism in front, but it's Classified Lady getting through on the inside.
Classified Lady's going to get her though. Raced up on the inside and took the lead now from Dardism. Beatrice Levette from a mile back will get up and get third, but Classified Lady sprinting away, and Classified Lady wins the last about 2 lengths. Second Dardism, a great run by Beatrice Levette down the outside run.
Well, there were the 9 events on a rain-affected Sandown track yesterday. Now the TAB information. If you were lucky enough to get the double, 7 and 7 paid $41.70, 5, 7 and 7 the treble, $335.90, and the extra double from Sandown paid 2 and 5, $21.50. Well, of course, we have that racing award. We're going to announce the winner.
It's Agnes, isn't it? What is commonly known as a bun in the oven?
Look, if you're not going to lend it to me, I'll go back.
In that regard, in the past 12 months, and I think Stewards took that into account, that 6 weeks is a very long sentence at this time of the year when the big prize money is around. We'll show you that interference in the Ryder Stakes. Courier Bay, the New Zealand sprinter, the chief sufferer, when we get round to our Sydney segment a little later in the racing review. Well, it's time now for our initial award of the Bassey Investments monthly award for racing excellence, and there's been some good performances in March from Queensland racing people. The Coca-Cola Stakes earlier in the month certainly earned bigger points for trainer Jim Atkins and also rider Ken Russell, and Howard Wilson picked up plenty of points for his victory in the Golden Nugget Stakes with Come On Eileen. But I think most would agree a runaway winner for the initial award would be jockey Philip Smith, who took out the Golden Nugget on Come On Eileen and the Brambles Classic last Monday at Kembla Grange on Snippets. And Philip's with us this morning. Congratulations, Phil.
Thank you very much, Bo.
Well, firstly, Come On Eileen. It was a great performance in the Golden Nugget and a very good ride.
Yes, she's a fairly good filly, Come On Eileen. I remember the very first time I ever rode a gallop. She ran 3 furlongs on the grass there in 35.6, and I said to Howard then, I'd like to stay with this filly. She will win a big race. Right. And she went on to win the Nugget, of course.
Well, this is Snippets here now winning the Magic Million, and you know, at this stage you were pretty confident.
Yeah, he was travelling easy here. It was from about the half mile on, he was never going to get beaten.
You just started to rev him up a bit here. Did he have much in reserve at the finish? Not
a lot, no, he didn't have a lot left. I probably eased him up a bit the last few strides, but no, he gave his best, you know.
Well, he certainly is an exciting horse. Now, the Brambles Classic last Monday, it was a slightly rain-affected track, but he still broke 10.
Yeah, that's when he did have something left. He won very easy there.
And the Golden Slipper next week, the barrier draw, all important on Tuesday. Where would you like to draw?
I'd like to draw 4 again. He drew 4 in the Magic Million, but anywhere inside 10 is a good draw for him.
What do you think's the hardest to beat?
I like a horse called Masqué. His times have been good, and he's very fast horse.
Mick Dittman scored on Christmas Tree yesterday. You saw him when you're riding down at the coast. You watched Christmas Tree. What did you think of him?
Yeah, I watched Christmas Tree because there'd been a bit of a cloud under him, and I didn't think the horse could win yesterday with his fitness the way it had been. But he won, and he won good. But he's going to have to run a second faster to beat me in the slipper. And you've got to ask yourself the question, can he do it?
Yeah, well, Snippets has always run very fast times. You know, he can run well inside 10 next week, do you think?
Well, he can run... He can run 196, 197, possibly even go faster than that any day of the week.
Well, I think Snippets is going to be a great chance wherever he draws, but if he does get that barrier 4, I think you can do it for Queensland.
Well, I think he's a good thing if he draws 4. Well,
you've won the March Award. If you win the Slipper, you might be back next month. Now, this is your prize. It's a cold cast bronze or copper plaque. You can see they're framed, courtesy of John Anderson from Bassey Investments. So you can take your pick, the bronze or the copper. They're both very attractive. and there's going to be plenty of interest in those each month. Now, John Anderson from Bassey Investments, Post Office Box 241, Fernie Hills, 4055, the postcode. You can phone John on 355 5631, anyone interested in picking up one of those plaques. They're very, very attractive. Congratulations again, Philip Smith, and we hope you can do it for Queensland in the Golden Slipper Stakes. $1 million in prize money at Rosehill next Saturday. Good luck.
Thank you very much, Bart.
Well, Doomben was the venue for Brisbane racing yesterday, and punters off the target in the opening event with the defeat of Scher, who finished fourth. But I thought she was a little bit unlucky. She was only beaten less than a half length at the finish. She was just caught up in a bit of a traffic jam at the home turn. The successful horse here was Kadichi, well handled by David Murphy. It's Kadichi in the green colours coming after them right now.
What a wonder on the outside, joining in as well. 200 metres to go. Kadichi, he wants to hang in a little bit. What a wonder on the outside. Great Mogul the inside, then Chouer. Kadichi, Great Mogul, what a wonder. Kadichi's just in front of Great Mogul. What a wonder. Chouer flying at the end. They hit it. Kadichi's won it by a half head. Great Mogul maybe second. Not much in it for second and third, Chouer, and what a wonder there as well.
The much improved Tromper took out the second event, 1110 metres novice, coming with a well-timed burst in the straight to score decisively. Yeah, well handled by Steve Schofield, who's in great form at the moment. Tromper won from the outside in the yellow cap.
Tromper starting to make up ground, and then Spirit of Earl, 200 metres out, plenty of chances. Tromper's going to be the one. She's flying on the outside. Tromper, she raced straight past those leaders, shoots to the front, and she's home and hosed. Tromper's going on to win easily. Starry Laden, Lasuri battling it out second and third, but Tromper won it in a trot by 2 lengths. Tromper first. Photo finished second and third, Lasuri or Starry Load, and then...
Some good bets landed at attractive odds when Calais Bay took out the third event, the novice over 1350 metres. He was widely drawn, but nicely handled by Keith Marnie, who's now had 5 rides on Calais Bay for 5 wins.
Open the gate, then French Tune, Imperial Copper. Felton trying hard on the outside, then Calais Bay, Savoy Truffle, and on the rope starting to hit top gear out wide. Gwent High just in front of Open the Gate coming hard, and Calais Bay's got a split on the inside. He's flying through Calais Bay, on the ropes out wide. They hit it, Calais Bay. Calais Bay's just won this from On the Ropes, Savoy Truffle, Open the Gate, and Gwent High. Great.
One to follow out of that, the 4th place getter, Savoy Truffle, a great first up performance. The 4th was the 2-year-old, went to King Aramis, ridden by Mike Pelling. The favourite, King Ryan, had every chance, possibly looking for a little bit longer distance now.
Saunders Blue and Gundagai Blue's well back in the field. Now King Aramis shot to the lead, 250 metres to go. It's King Aramis a length in front of Mighty Grey and Tinsel Girl. She's struggling. King Ryan working into the clear, starting to make up ground, and then our Beaujolais on the outside. But King Aramis is nicely clear with 100 metres to go. King Ryan into second, then Mighty Grey. But King Aramis is too good, and he wins it by a length. King Ryan was a little bit erratic over the final stages. He was inclined to hang out a little bit. He's got second.
Victory there to King Aramis. They were the first 4 from Doomben. We'll take a break and come back and have a look at the rest of the card. Doomben yesterday was the flying handicap, and Breakfast Creek didn't win, but few at the track didn't agree that his was the best performance in the race. He's clear at this stage, and the favourite Mirabend starting to struggle. Now James Tradition coming through, one off the fence, just nails Breakfast Creek.
Mirabend's gone. Breakfast Creek's the leader. He's starting to feel the pinch a little bit now. James Tradition coming after him hard. Breakfast Creek in front. James Tradition I think is going to get him. They hit the wire. Oh, it's close. James Tradition by a nose over Breakfast Creek, but there's not much in it. Persian World third.
6th event was the Charlton Boy graduation, and the much improved Alperna successful here, defeating Wandering Duke, whose effort I thought was very good at his second run after a break. I think there's improvement in Wandering Duke, and a little bit more distance will suit him too. But it's Alperna just going to the lead at this stage. Wandering Duke in red colours with a gold cap, about 6th or 7th.
In second place, then it's Lunchtime Pittsburgh, followed on the outside by Wandering Duke and Ty. It's Alperna in front. It's Lunchtime into second place. Down the outside, Wandering Duke is flashing home. Alperna's in front. Wandering Duke trying hard. It's Alperna in front as they hit the wire, and Alperna has beaten Wandering Duke. Stars are easy third.
The favourite Forte, an abject failure in the 7th event. He was pressured up front, but still very disappointing. He retired out of the race a long way from home. Jazz Talk successful, just picking up the tearaway leader, Cruise Missile, in the last 50.
Forte's gone. Jazz Talk into second place. MNX moving up into third, and then Raheen's Son. Cruise Missile in front. Jazz Talk is starting to run him down now. They've got it between them. Cruise Missile in front. Jazz Talk is swamping him. Jazz Talk raced to the front from Cruise Missile, then MNX, but Jazz Talk wins it easily at the end, and Jazz Talk went away to win by 2 lengths.
Final event was a very keenly contested affair. Pioneer Valley was the widest runner on the home turn. He sustained a great burst to just hold off Meg Sun, who looked a shade unlucky.
Monrunner on the outside. Kathmandu's going for a run in the middle. Pioneer Valley down the outside with a big burst. Then Meg Sun. They've got 200 metres to go. Eckleby and Monrunner, they're locked together. Pioneer Valley now coming at the pair of them on the outside. Meg Sun flying through in the middle. Monrunner, Pioneer Valley, Meg Sun. Pioneer Valley grabbed the lead. Meg Sun lunged at him. They hit it. Pioneer Valley, I think Pioneer Valley by a half head over Meg Sun. Third Monrunner. Then Mascot Brave.
I think he deserved that victory, Pioneer Valley. A good run in the Wheatwood. Went second to James Tradition at his previous start. Now the TAB information, 1 and 7 was the double from Doomben, $30.60. 3, 1 and 7 the treble, $564.10. And the 6-pick jackpotting again, no one taking out Division 1. The combination looking for there was 3, 7, 1, 9, 7 and 5. We'll take a break now in Sport Scene. Talking point after the Rosehill meeting yesterday, but there was plenty of action on the track too. Good win to the outsider Ring Joe in the Guineas, and a great win by Campaign King in the Ryder Stakes. The first event went to Special, who humped a big weight but was always in control. She's a very, very classy filly. Rockall ran on very strongly to get second, and he should soon get back into the winning list. But it's Special clear at this stage, and she was untroubled.
Hard-ridden Smoke likewise third, and 2 further back comes Red Sails at the 200 metres. Michael Clark goes for the whip on Special, but she's hanging a shade but still leads nicely. On the inside, Smoke, and at the head of the others, Western Ace, and Rockall running home well. But Special, a low tiring, is going to be a little too good for them, drifting right to the centre, but she'll win it. Special beat Rockall and Western Ace with Show of Flowers right up there. Garnerico made the
second event, and this is the new Golden Slipper favourite, Christmas Tree. We'll see snippets giving Christmas Tree next week.
Arms. Christmas Tree, 200 to go. Half length on Rancho Ruler. Forget Carpstad. And at the 150, Christmas Tree nursed as long as possible by Dittman. Now he goes for him, and Christmas Tree is holding Rancho Ruler. And then Sky Chase, and Christmas Tree maintains his unbeaten record. They're home with
third event went to Military Attaché, well ridden by Jim Cassidy in blue colours, just behind the leaders, and runs on stoutly.
On a length and a half, Military Attaché at the 250. Drought having a real struggle to get away from the Samara. Military Attaché runs on. Forget the Cowboy, and now it's Military Attaché on the outside. Jay Cassidy and Military Attaché have drawn away from Tierra Rest, and it's all Military Attaché. And Jay Cassidy, by G's, got him to do his best today.
This is the fourth event, the Rosehill Guineas, and Ring Joe at 25 to 1 defeats Bounding Away, who was gallant in defeat.
Barbarino Boy, a length Nakoma, and then Ancient Marrow, followed by Sound Horizon and Trick of a Boy, and Magdalena's last. 600 out in the Rosehill Guineas, and Vo Road coming back to Imprimatur. Third, Mickey's Town. Diamond Shower going up quickly to fourth, followed by Raveno, and then comes Bounding Away, and wide out on the track is Ring Joe. They straighten for the run of the judge, and Imprimatur's gone away from Vo Rogue. Mickey's Town third, Raveno getting into the clear, followed by Bounding Away, Diamond Shower, Ring Joe on the outside, and then comes Sound Horizon and Cossack Warrior next, but Ring Joe dashes to the lead in the Rosehill Guineas, and past the 200, Ring Joe kicks away from Bounding Away and Diamond Shower, but it's Ring Joe and Johnny Marshall forging clear. Ring Joe in absolutely no danger of defeat, and Ring Joe wins it brilliantly from Bounding Away.
Now this is the incident coming up here. Courier Bay in the third place. You'll watch him hit the fence. It's Magic Flute running second, and stewards judged that Cassidy had moved over towards the fence. And there's Courier Bay. He hits it, lunges in the air. It's a miracle he didn't come down, and he drops right out of the race. He's flattened the running rail, and David Walsh in all sorts of trouble to keep him on his feet. That was a good performance by Walsh to stay on board Courier Bay. It's the Ryder Stakes. Campaign King, quietly ridden by Mick Dittman. He's running about 7th or 8th on the fence, the baldy-faced horse. Watch his acceleration in the straight.
6 or 8 lengths to Courier Bay. 500 out as they commence the run around the corner in the Ryder Stakes, and Roman Artist a bit over a length on Magic Flute. Holding third position is Canny Lass, and then Dazzling Duke, Max Treasure. A length the Riverdale, and then Merry Ruler. 300 to go. The rider pulls the whip now on Roman Artist as Magic Flute races up on the outside, and coming down to the 200 metres, Magic Flute and Roman Artist stride for stride. Here's Campaign King. Campaign King is starting to gobble them up now. Dittman riding like a man inspired, and Campaign King is streaking away. Drawn will get up for second, but Campaign King wins brilliantly.
The Magic Night Stakes, another Golden Slipper trial, and Tennessee Vane successful. She's in third place in the yellow cap and responding to pressure.
On Postage Due, and Tennessee Vane on the outside running a good race. Postage Due came out, hampered Tennessee Vane slightly. Mother Duck, she's starting to get wary. Tennessee Vane and Postage Due have got a measure. Tennessee Vane on the outside doing better than Postage Due, and Tennessee Vane will win the money. Tennessee Vane draws away on the line, wins it a half length straight.
Now the Mannion Cup and Indian Raj, another victory to Cassidy, and the horse with the white hood moving up to take on the leaders now.
Indian Raj is coming into the picture, then Essential and Silver Award from Reckless Tradition, but past the 200, and Indian Raj goes to the lead now from Commercial Balance, and then Rastus and Silver Award, but it's Indian Raj in front. He's in full flight and in no danger, and Indian Raj wins the Mannion Cup. Indian Raj beats Silver Award.
Well, we'll show you the slow-mo of the final stages here. It was a decisive victory to Indian Raj, but you'll notice Major Drive, a horse who has no luck over towards the inside now. He's behind the whitish-grey horse, which is Silver Award, in blue colours with a white hoop is Major Drive. Greg Hall searching desperately for a clear run. It's Indian Raj has taken over at this stage from Commercial Balance on the fence. Silver Award, the second grey, 3 out from the fence. And look at Major Drive in the blue colours, nowhere to go. He was full of running, and I think his was a very good trial for the Sydney Cup, but Indian Raj scoring quite decisively. Final event went to Michael Clark and Colin Hayes with Eastern Classic, who appeared to be labouring just as they straightened for home, but she went on with the jobber as the leaders tied. Bellahoe getting up for second.
Kate Charlotte, 2.5 Eastern Classic, tending to struggle, and then Best Bow and My Precocious Lad running off the track. Sound of Bells. It's Sound of Bells, 150 to go, just in front of Kate Charlotte, but now Eastern Classic is picking up the bit and goes crunch. And Eastern Classic is racing away now. And Eastern Classic will win from a very tight finish. My Precocious Lad and Bellahoe nothing in it then.
Just what the punters did to the bookies, crunch with Eastern Classic. Now the TAB information on the Rosehill meeting is 5 and 4, the double $21.30, 11, 5 and 4, the treble $1,942 even, and the extra double from Rosehill 1 and 3, a special Christmas tree $11.60. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene and think the hurdle with Nymphus successful. Nymphus tracked the leader into the straight to pass the baton, but was just a little too strong.
Might tell the tale. Nymphus drew over a length in front at the last, jumped it clear, passed the baton in second placing, and they were followed further back. A good race for third, Narthane on the outside. But Nymphus in no danger of defeat, a pretty good performance. He's going down to the line to win by about 4 lengths as they get to the line, I suppose. Second placing there, past the baton, close for third.
Powerful finish gave the roughie Taffeta Bow 80 to 1. Success in the second event, just nailing Sausalito Sal in the last hop.
Sausalito Sal together. Dreamy Sister Whisket running a bit greenly from Taffeta Bow. Sausalito Sal fights back, has taken a narrow lead with 100 to go. Here's Taffeta Bow coming down the outside. Sausalito Sal in front. Taffeta Bow lunging at it near the line. They hit it. Oh, nearly a dead heat. There's Taffeta Bow and Sausalito Sal. Hot Footsteps just behind them.
Heavily back Strawberry Ranch gets a split over towards the inside to score in the third from Thornbrook.
Trying to get out behind those horses then. Mark Phil is struggling with 200 to go. Thornbrook in front. Light Show won't go straight. Strawberry Ranch has got the split. Strawberry Ranch has got up on the inside. Benuzzo out wide, but Strawberry Ranch has raced to the lead. It's going on to win in the run to the post. 3 parts to Thornbrook, Benuzzo, Light Show fourth.
Base Camp and the wide-running Sir Quest had a good struggle in the fourth. Base Camp over on the inside by a half head.
Base Camp challenging Sir Quest, clear of Greek Note, and then came Lord Julian. It's Sir Quest and Base Camp fighting it out. Sir Quest just in front on the outside. Base Camp trying hard, is finishing a bit the better on the inside. Sir Quest just in front. Base Camp grabbing it on the line, and Base Camp won it. Base Camp has won it by about a head to Sir Quest.
Old champ King Phoenix, I'm 60 kilos and coming with a wide run here in the blue colours and gets there in the last bound from Daring John.
Between ourselves trying to get through in the centre. It's still about 4 or 5 in line. Daring John might just have his head in front of Reputed and Lord Galaxy. King Phoenix the outside, Daring John in front. King Phoenix coming at him, Daring John, King Phoenix. King Phoenix has got there. He's got up a nose from Daring John.
Scott's Lane all the way in the sixth. He's in those orange blinkers and he's clear from this point. None trouble to score by a half. Nick Productivity made up plenty of ground late.
Got badly checked, couldn't get a run. With about 200 to go, Scott's Lane clear of Foamy Ocean, Escondida, Carawan and Raining Aces. Scott's Lane hanging on to the lead. Here's Productivity with a late run. Scott's Lane in front near the line. Productivity flying to it, won't make it. Scott's Lane beat Productivity, Foamy Ocean third.
Big plunge landed when Royal Scepter took out the welter, defeating Celso by a long neck.
At the 250, Ramify in front of Celso, followed by Royal Scepter. Old Luthers is not knuckling down as well as he should. Royal Scepter's going better than anything. This much improved galloper, Royal Scepter, has swept to the lead from Celso, and Royal Scepter pushed right out, is going to win from Celso. Ramify third from Potoy Alternate.
Papal Princess all the way in the final race. That baldy face is well clear at this point.
But with 250 to go, Papal Princess about 2.5 lengths in front still. Classified Ladies battling on, and then Cooktown Lady and Romp Along, but they're making no impression on Papal Princess, and it's going to canter in. Papal Princess down to the line to win by about 3 lengths. Second placing very close. Classified Lady second, a nose in front of Cooktown Lady.
Although the 8 events from the Caulfield meeting yesterday, now the TAB information, and the double 1 and 3 paid $33.89, 1 and 3 the treble $2,012.10, and the extra double from Caulfield 3 and 7 paid $107.80. Well, meetings this week, we've got Bundamba on Wednesday, Doomben next Saturday, and of course it's Golden Slipper Stakes Day in Sydney. $1 million in prize money up for grabs, and Philip Smith, our monthly award winner for the John Anderson Bassey Investments, the Snippets.
I think the only worry we've got is what price we're going to get.
Lovely. We'll just get on. We've heard it here. Snippets to win the Golden Slipper next week. That's their racing segment this morning. But what a tremendous result it was, marauding for the Slipper, the race itself, because he's a real stallion prospect, and Robert Sangster valued him at $8 million after the race. I don't know if he's worth that, but he's certainly worth several million. Well, here at Doomben, the first event yesterday went to Shane Scriven, a lovely ride on Ty, who defied a bit of a betting drift, 7-2 out to 9-2. Good finish with Ty. Centre of the track.
In front of Dry Martini, Telmar, the fence, and Ty the outside. Grannon under the whip in front of the 100, but Ty's moving up, and Telmar the inside. Tigra del Sol coming late, but Ty got to the lead. Tigra del Sol and Telmar. Ty's just in front, might have just got home, Ty.
Well, that was a good ride by Shane Scriven. Some good bets landed in the second event with the success of the Henry Davis trained Prime Song. 20s into 8s. A good first up performance, good training performance by Henry Davis, who cornellaed the race, finishing second with Good Joss.
Biscabane, and now Prime Song running home, and so too is Priorities on the outside at the 200, and Prime Song dashed up to go past Good Joss. They're in front of British Grove and Priorities, but Prime Song got away with 50 metres to go, and it's all over. Prime Song's careering away and will win it easily. Prime Song first. Good Joss is second, tight for third. British Grove, all Priorities.
Shane Scriven wrapped up a winning double when he took out the 2-year-old event on So Easy to See, who's a very, very promising youngster. Just bungled the start slightly, got a little bit further back than most anticipated, but a very stout finish. And I think Eagle Farm, and perhaps a little bit further than 1,200 metres, is really going to suit So Easy to See. He could be a winter carnival hope with a little improvement. This is the third event, the Vane 2-year-old handicap. The runner-up here was Autumn Smoke.
Very fast on the outside. He went to the lead now with 300 metres to go. They're followed by in the limelight King Aramis, Mighty Grey, and here So Easy to See now, getting out, coming fast. So Easy to See out after King Aramis. Autumn Smoke the outside. So Easy to See took the lead 50 metres out. He's coming away. He's got a bit on them. And So Easy to See had a good win. Autumn Smoke second. King Aramis third in front of Mighty Grey.
Well, Crown Witness has threatened to take out a City novice for some time, but it was his day yesterday. Mick Aspinall had him a little bit deep on the home turn, but he really responded from that point, and he was clearly too good. Castle Guard and Sunita's Lad filled the placings.
Been wide all the way, and Crown Witnesses on the outside. About 300 metres left to go. Cool Nip and Sky Bliss led Sunita's Lad. Here's Crown Witness out in the middle. Monrovia Lad looking for the Ray out, and then Castle Guard. Crown Witness swept to the lead, 100 to go. Castle Guard moving into second, but Crown Witness is going strongly to the line, and Crown Witness too good beats Castle Guard. Sunita's Lad ran third in front of Schwano. They're followed by Malif Monrovia Lad, followed by Cool Nip. Coastal.
Well, that was half the card from Doomben yesterday. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene and come back and have a look at races 5 to 8. That was the Todman Flying, an excitable lady, just a little too strong for the favourite Sleepwalk. who looked to have his chance in the straight. Good run from Burley Bay. Keep an eye on him over towards the inside in about 6th place at this stage.
Finish and wider out James Tradition. Sleepwalk led with 100 to go. Excitable Lady just about on terms now. It's Excitable Lady and Sleepwalk. Burley Bay moves to third. Excitable Lady and Sleepwalk. Excitable Lady put its head in front. It'll win. Excitable Lady first. Tight second and third. Burley Bay, which came home strongly, and Sleepwalk.
Princess Gracious scored a very good first-up win at Eagle Farm a couple of weeks ago. She ran right up to that form again yesterday in the 6th event. She was very impressive again. She had to be hard-ridden by Graham Cook in the straight, but she responded and went away on the line to defeat Autumn Moss by a couple of lengths.
300 metres to go, and Autumn Moss fought on a length in front of Thanking You under the whip, and Princess Gracious in the centre from Charsun and Tassie Pride. Princess Gracious got to the lead over Autumn Moss, and Thanking You with 100 metres to go. By gee, she can stick it out. She's going right on with the job, Princess Gracious, and she won easily. Princess Gracious first, Autumn Moss second, Thanking You, I think, third.
That's a pretty good filly, Princess Gracious. He's going to score in much better company. 7th event was the Manicato handicap, and Some Charm back to his best form, to the delight of the bookie, starting at 14 to 1. He's second from the outside at this point in yellow colours, and watch his great finish. He defeats the favourite, Clary's Hope.
Prince Frolic's going to try and get up on the rail, past the 200, and Clary's Hope out wide, and Crawford with Prince Frolic, and here's Some Charm. Some Charm is flying on the outside. He swept up to Clary's Hope, took the lead, and Some Charm went away to win it easily. Some Charm first, Clary's Hope second, tight for third.
The vastly improved Alperna went on his winning way. It was his first attempt over a middle distance in the final event, but he did the job in fine style. He defeated Pandor Khan, heavily backed again. He's just finding it very hard to break through in Brisbane. It's Alperna and the breastplate going up to take over from the Greys.
Brother Nero moving through, followed by Totem Law. Wider out is Pandor Khan, but it's all Alperna past the 200. A length and a half in front. Then Indian Uprising, Totem Law, Brother Nero and Pandor Khan. Alperna in front, getting a little bit tired near the line, but it'll win. And Alperna went home to beat Pandor Khan. Third's a photo, Brother Nero or...
Alperna scoring again, and he's been well prepared by Lloyd Hickmott. His team's really firing at the moment. Now the TAB information for Doomben, and the double numbers were 9 and 13, the double 117.20, 3, 9 and 13, the treble $432.80, and 6-pick went off yesterday. The combination there, 3, 10, 9, 11, 13 and 2. Division 1, a healthy $69,773.75. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene and return. Yesterday there were a score of highlights from the Slipper meeting. One disappointing note that Ron Quinton was suspended until May 11 for his ride on marauding in the Slipper. So the ride on the Glamour Colt is up for grabs again. Quinton only picked up the Slipper mount when Jim Cassidy, the stable #1 jockey, was suspended, and now Quinton finds himself on the sidelines, and I think Mick Dittman is leading the charge of jockeys looking for the marauding ride. Of course, Dittman may be required for one of Tommy Smith's runners in the Sires and the Champagne Stakes, which are marauding's next two targets. The opening event at Rose Hill yesterday, and Shinakima, who's been down on form a little bit this campaign, showed her best yesterday. She's clear at this point and defied all challenges in the straight.
Then Clavelle's Girl bottled away from Kate Charlotte and Dame de Siecla at the 200 metres, and Canicea's bullocking into the open now, and Canicea goes after Shinakima. Trying to get out is Kate Charlotte, but Shinakima fights on. Canicea second, then Kate Charlotte and Clavelle's Girl, but it's all Shinakima, and Shinakima beat Canicea. Third home was Clavelle's Girl, Pangea.
Emancipation's half-sister Appreciation scored in the Ladies Scotch Storm Queen Stakes. She's the grey taking over. Run of the race, Round the World, who stormed home in about 6th place now.
And Round the World, our cure for Getter, but Appreciation comes to the 100 metres, a length and a half. Round the World finishing on pretty well on the outside, but Appreciation clear. Round the World flying home, but the postal beater, and Appreciation wins a half length around the world. Third counterfeit coin, John Dray.
Third was the Carring Bush Cup, and Our Palace of the New Zealander stormed home to score. John Dray a little unlucky. He's in the red cap, running 6th on the inside. Mick Dittman just took it a little bit easy in the straight.
Again, One Guinea is moving up on the outside to have a shot at El Vaquero. Two grey horses. They lead about 2 lengths now on Ravenel, and then Gala Occasion, King of Brooklyn, and Trick of a Boy finishing on. At the 220 metres, One Guinea at El Vaquero, tackled by John Dray, who gets a beautiful split now. And John Dray races after El Vaquero, and then One Guinea, but John Dray goes for the lead. On the outside, Al Palace is flying home. Will it get up? It's coming like a shot out of a gun, and Al Palace has made it on the line.
Well, that was a mighty derby trial by Our Palace. He's really going to appreciate an extra couple of 100 metres at Randwick. But nothing wrong with the performance of John Dray, who I think Mick Dittman later admitted that he took it a little bit easy. I think that was the fact that if he'd gone for home at the 200 metres, he would have held off. Now, you watch Dittman at this point. He's hands and heels on John Dray, who moves up. Now, Dittman has a look, towards the outside, and in a moment he has another look. Now he's just hands and heels. There he goes again. He has a look. Now Our Palace is coming directly behind him, and Dittman admitted that he didn't see the New Zealander until he was right on top of him. He had a third look there, one back towards the inside. Now here's Our Palace coming. Dittman senses him moving up quickly, but he's on top of him before he can really get the whip out on Jandre, who responds. But Our Palace just had enough momentum up to get past Jandre. Both very good Derby trials. And Jandre is a certain Winter Carnival visitor to Brisbane. He's going to be a Grand Prix and Derby threat. The fourth event was the Golden Slipper, and it was marauding. It's Snippets clear at this stage, but the challengers are starting to warm up.
Snippets races up on the outside and goes for the lead. Christmas Tree second, then Mother Duck, followed by Rancho Ruler. At the 200, Philip Smith has the whip on Snippets. Christmas Tree is coming at him. Boasting and Marauding running home, and so's Lygon Arms, and then Tasman Dancer. Marauding is coming with Lygon Arms and Marauding as they reach the line. Marauding's won the Slipper and those Lygon Arms, I do believe, and Boasting, I think, third.
What a tremendous result it was for Jack Ingham, who owns a share in the 3 place getters there. Now we'll show you the slow-mo. We want you to concentrate on Marauding. Back about 6th, purple colours. Watch the horse on his outside, the Queenslander Prince Anton, who gets in the squeeze box here. Now Marauding starting to move out. You'll notice him go out, and Prince Anton's caught between Marauding and Midnight Fever, checks badly, and takes him 50 or 60 metres to regain his momentum. So his effort to finish 6th was first class. But at this stage, it's Snippets clear. Now, Christmas Tree, Mick Dittman working overtimes, gradually overhauling Snippets. And then Marauding in those purple colours with the white cap on. His inside is Lygon Arms. Now, you notice Lygon Arms just inclined to hang in, giving Peter Cook a bit of an awkward ride. And perhaps that cost him the race. The horse out further is Boasting. It's Christmas Tree in front, but these two swamp him. Firstly, Lygon Arms, and then Marauding on the outside. Boasting running on well for third. But it was Marauding, trained to the minute by Brian Mayfield Smith, just a shade too good. Tremendous finish to the Golden Slipper Stakes, and it's going to be a great race, the Sires, next week when we've got Marauding going to be suited by the 1400 metres, as is Prince Anton, the Queenslander, who won't be disgraced. Well, the fifth event at Rose Hill was the Diners Club Cup, and this is another tremendous finish.
3 and 4 deep on the outside is Max Treasure, followed by Raffalini, and behind those horses next is Hater Prince as they straighten from Colour Page, and Swift Chevelle is taken to the extreme outside. He's the widest at the 300 metres, and Max Treasure goes to the lead. And Max Treasure in a race of chopping and changing past the 200, a length on Zip Home. Then comes on the inside Raffalini, Farris King, forgets Swift Chevelle, but Max Treasure, he's 6 years of age and he's streaking away. Max Treasure wins it easily. I reckon Farris King knows Zip Home for second.
Slow-paced in Swift Chevelle there. I wouldn't disregard that performance. The sixth event, and Targlish with a storming finish down the outside.
200 mark. Fort Dennison and Mighty Tower are the 2 leaders. Wide out is Timothy. New Atlantis getting through with Richfield Lad, but Timothy has taken the lead 100 metres out. Here comes Targlish down the outside. Timothy's in front. Regal Boucher squeezing through. Targlish joining in. Another one to Targlish. Targlish beat the fast-finishing Regal Boucher. Sand Ninja wide out in a photo for third.
Classy performance by Myocard to defeat Our Waverley Star in the Tancred Stakes. Beautifully ridden, Our Waverley Star. He's 4th on the inside. He gets out at the right time at the top of the straight.
The Tancred field runs to the 600 metres. Samara again joined by Imprimatur the inside. Wonder Rising Fear, Our Waverley Star waiting for the out, followed by Myocard coming into the picture. 2 lengths to At Talak, who tended to drop the bit, and then Barbarino Boy. Homeward bound in the Tancred Stakes, Samara and Imprimatur taken on by Our Waverley Star off the rails. Then Myocard out towards the centre. He's putting in a big charge, Myocard, and Myocard swept up to Our Waverley Star and heads him off, and 200 to go. The 3-year-old Myocard is in full flight. He's drawn away. Second is Our Waverley Star, who I think hit the inside rail, and then Fox Seal. But Myocard is giving his rivals a galloping exhibition. Myocard wins the Tancred 2 lengths. Second is Our Waverley Star.
Lance O'Sullivan beaten there on Our Waverley Star, but he makes amends in the final event, out of sight in the last bound from Mick Dittman's mount, String of Pearls.
Gets out of the pocket. String of Pearls in front from out of sight. 2 mares, another mare like a topic third, and then Shining Wood and Mr. Tasman. Out of sight is really warming to the task, goes after String of Pearls, but String of Pearls is still in front. Out of sight on the outside, grinding away. Will she make it out of sight? Oh, yeah, I think she got there. I think she got there, a nose out of sight from String of Pearls, but it's all...
Deceptive finish, out of sight, did get there. Now the TAB information for Rose Hill. And the double numbers, 9 and 7, $178.40, 4, 9 and 7, the treble, $873 even, and the extra double from Rose Hill, 10 and 10, paid $354.70. That was the action from Rose Hill. As we look now at the Moonee Valley meeting from Melbourne, and a dashing ride by Craig Dinn in the opening event to get up on the inside on Faithful Thought.
And one getting up on the rails is Faithful Thought. From the rear is going to beat them all. Impossible performance. Faithful Thought's got up on the rails and beaten Rich Looker Ace Trim. And
Above Deck gets a run through in the centre to take out the second.
Strawberry Ranch in front. Above Deck's grabbing it near the line though, and Above Deck's going to get up. Scores a half head to Strawberry Ranch, and 3 lengths away then Melody hit Disputed Pearl Mark Phil.
Close finish to the third. Sir Quest on the outside, just prevailing.
Tasmanian tackling Sir Quest just in front, and might have won it. A nose to Paper Gum. Third base camp. Indeed I Do trying to get
Princely Heart takes out the fourth by a half neck from Indeed I Do.
Princely Heart ahead in front, just the leader near the line, and Princely Heart won at a short head. Indeed I Do. It's about
no photo required in the fifth. Jet Fighter at odds on by a street.
The Navy battling on Highly Regal and Dead of Night the outside. Jet Fighter's won it by 8 lengths. In the Navy second.
The consistent Dandy Andy is in front at this stage. He goes on strongly to score comfortably.
And Dandy Andy, Hands and Heels, is going to win it. Warren won't go straight. Second, third, about 4 lengths away.
Seventh, and I'm a Red Man, the horse with baldy face down the centre, scores narrowly.
To the lead. I'm a Red Man just in front, Affected, lunging at him. They hit it. Oh, nearly a dead heat, this one. I'm a Red Man, Affected. Boom,
and it was Our Draw in the 8th from La Zip, only a head in it.
Oh, Our Draw's race to the lead. La Zip getting up on the fence, but Our Draw goes to the line to win it, about a half head to La Zip. Third place.
Well, unfortunately, because of technical problems, we can't show you the final event from Moonee Valley yesterday, taken out by testimony. Now the TAB information on the Moonee Valley meeting: 1 and 8, the double there, $94.80, and 1, 1 and 8, the treble, $241.60. Extra double from Moonee Valley, 1 and 1, paid $9 even. Well, that's our racing segment this morning. Meetings coming up this week. We've got Bundamba on Tuesday, Doomben Wednesday, and of course the double header at Eagle Farm next Saturday for the Easter meetings. And it's Doncaster Handicap Day in Sydney next Saturday. That's going to be a great meeting also. That's our racing segment.
is going to win it easily. Missile Hunter eased up on the post, won by 3 lengths. Keeneland Breeze second. Now Orbital may have got third in front of Charlie Howe, Mr. Chew.
Lovely ride by Shane Scriven gave the favourite Priorities victory in the second event, the second division of the maiden. And Priorities is clocking much faster time than Missile Hunter, 1.4 seconds. So I guess on face value you would have to say Priorities' effort was better. Priorities raced about 6th place at the home turn. He's the horse in breastplate, moving up quickly to take on the leaders now.
Batcher on the outside, and now Priorities hooked out deep. He's coming home with a big run. He's charging straight up to them. Priorities goes to the lead, 200 metres out. Priorities has hit the front. It's Priorities in front of Best Memory and Gusty, then Best Silver, and further back Big Batcher. But today's going to be his day, Priorities, and push right out with the whip. He scores easily. Priorities first. Best Memory got second. Third, Gusty, and then Best Silver.
Scriven successful there on Priorities, and he made it a double back-to-back here with Dancing Poet, who was very impressive. He's going to be set now for the big winter sprints, and he hasn't really to make too much improvement to be a chance. He's moving up, the baldy-faced horse 3 out. You'll notice fortunately get chopped out for run over on the inside.
300 metres out, and the favourite dashed up on the outside. He's hit the lead. Dancing Poet about a head in front of Flash Emperor and Blue Bolero. Then fortunately order Montagana, Gypsy Tromper and Pioneer Valley. I don't think there's much gas in the tank with Dancing Poet, but he's raced away. He's clear, 2 lengths in front of fortunately Blue Bolero and Pioneer Valley, and Dancing Poet goes to the post and scores easily. Great win first up under that weight. It's Dancing.
That was a class performance under 55.5 kilos at his first start since January. I'm sure he's going to measure up to open class. 4th event for the 2-year-olds, and I don't think we've seen a more impressive debut for some time than Sen Yodel. At 50 to 1, it was the bookies who were yodeling, but I think the punters will soon jump on this bandwagon. Sen Yodel defeating Wear the Crown and Dundee's Rockin'.
Never too close, and further back came Minimum Weight. 300 metres out, and Roman Sash is looming up on the outside of Ryfield. Ryfield just in front of Roman Sash. Sen Yodel on the outside, and then Wear the Crown. It's Ryfield just in front of Roman Sash, and Sen Yodel, then Wear the Crown. Sen Yodel dashed up on the outside, hit the lead from Ryfield. Wear the Crown flying home at the end, but Sen Yodel's too good, and Sen Yodel beats Wear the Crown. Third, Dundee's Rocking.
Although the first 4 from Eagle Farm yesterday, we'll take a break now in Sports Scene and return to have a look at the Island Cooler and Rendu.
Monday night on Cherry Whittlesea, we meet a man who...
For causing interference in the opening event. There was no chance he was going to cause interference on Rendu. He rode him perfectly, poised just behind the pace coming to the turn, and then switched out. He's a horse in yellow colours coming out 5 deep to tackle the leaders.
Now he's starting his run on the outside, then Atlantic Mission, and Rendu now popped the big question. Zephyr Cross just behind them, can't get a crack at them. 200 metres out. Breakfast Creek has taken the lead, tackled quickly by Rendu. Rendu's hit the lead on the outside. Zephyr Cross is charging at Rendu. Rendu in front of Zephyr Cross. They split the line. Rendu first. Rendu's beaten Zephyr Cross. Third, Atlantic Mission. Followed in by Alamander Boy, Breakfast Creek.
Lane Yeomans, the rider of the runner-up Zephyr Cross, claimed his mount was unlucky not to score. And we'll show you the slow-mo, and coming towards the 200 metres, you'll notice Zephyr Cross is held up for a run, and it possibly could have made a difference in the result. Now, he's the horse in the orange and black colours, angling for a run 3 out behind Alamander Boy. On his outside is Breakfast Creek, who's able to hold his ground and keep Zephyr Cross parked in behind the 2 leaders. Now, at this stage, Rendu had moved up, the widest runner. Atlantic Mission trying to go with him. Breakfast Creek momentarily in front. Now, Zephyr Cross gets that opening, slices through and charges after Rendu, who's starting to feel the pinch a little bit the last 50 metres. His first run for a month, and Zephyr Cross was able to get within a half neck of him. It would have been very interesting if he had been able to get through there at the 200 metres. Well, the 6th event, and a lovely front-running ride by Brian York on Granite, who has been racing consistently. He deserved this win, and he goes on with the job very strongly in the straight.
Ranch starting to pick up ground, then Zephyr Edition and Leah's Love. Granite's still in front, 250 metres to go. Swift Charger having a crack at Granite, but Granite's kicked. It's Granite about a half length in front of Swift Charger, then Rim Lab. They'll be flat out catching Granite. York goes for the whip on him. He's a length and a half in front. Swift Charger, Rim Lab battling on pretty well, but Granite's in front. He's holding them close to the line, and Granite wins it by a length. Swift Charger second, Rim Lab third, then Zephyr Edition.
Gold Coast trainer John Wallace has set an ambitious plan for Wandering Duke, who took her at the Easter Cup yesterday and did an impressive style. And Wallace is now looking at the Prime Minister's Cup and the Brisbane Cup double.
In the straight now, 350 metres to go. Del Dier's the leader. He's starting to come back to them. Wandering Duke's coming with a great run right down the outside. He's steaming home, Wandering Duke. He's loomed up to them. He's hit the lead now. Wandering Duke in front of Del Dier, followed by Vita Vore and then Valorous. It's Wandering Duke in front with 100 metres to go. He looks as though he's got it. Yes, he has, Wandering Duke. He's clear of Del Dier and Motor Star. And Wandering Duke wins it well. Wandering Duke first. Second in was Del Dier. It's going to be tight for third. King Show or Mona Star, then Bucking.
Final event went to the former Sydney filly Luncheon Style. Robert Crilly sweated on an inside run, and about the 200 metres, the leader top liner just shifted away enough, and Luncheon Style zipped through to go on and score a good win. She defied a betting drift, easing out from 9-2 to start 13-2. I thought the runner-up Surprise Party was given every chance by Ken Russell. And the favourite Gold Princess a little disappointing.
Then Surprise Party, Golden Reflection, Vane's Edge out wide. They've got 300 metres to go. Top liners just in front of Gold Princess. Gold Princess throwing down the gauntlet to top liner. Luncheon Style's got the split on the inside, and now Surprise Party coming at the lot of them with that lovely run on the inside. Luncheon Style shot through, shoots away, and she's got it won. Luncheon Style is careering away from Surprise Party, and she wins it easily.
That was the 8-event Eagle Farm card. Now the TAB information from the Brisbane fixture, and the double, tricky, Easter Sunday trick. 5 and 14, the double, 57.70, 2, 5 and 14, $191.60, and I hope someone's Easter eggs are cement. And 6 pick, 2, 5, 5, 1, 14 and 3 jackpotting. No one getting that 50-1 winner, Senyoda. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene and return to have a look at Derby Day from Randwick. Sensational aftermath to the Derby, an inquiry, and he faces stewards again on Tuesday, but he took out the Doncaster on the Mike Willesee-owned Magic Flute. The opening event at Randwick also went to Derby. He scored on Winged Prayer, who came down the centre of the track to knock out Lady Mantis.
And Adelaide Bletch and a Lucky Witch going together. Lynn's Love tackling them, followed by Kugel Queen, and here's Lady Mantis coming into it. Classic Victory about to get clear, and Winged Prayer right down the middle. It's Lady Mantis and Winged Prayer, and on the inside Lucky Witch. Winged Prayer out in the middle, and Lady Mantis. It's going to be Winged Prayer just in front of Lady Mantis, and Winged Prayer for the money. Winged Prayer has just beaten Lady Mantis.
Well, this is the second. Pretty heavy rain falling at Randwick, and Bigamy, Marie Linden all the way, a dashing front-running ride.
5 lengths clear on Never Quit, latest word, and then Fiorita, followed by Le Joueur and Regal Native coming to the 200, and Bigamy still leads about 3 lengths on Never Quit, starting to take ground off the leader, and then Short Memory and Le Joueur. It's Bigamy still in front, 100 to go. Bigamy a length and a half on Never Quit, finishing on well, but Bigamy's holding Never Quit, and Marie Linden, a superb ride, young lass. Bigamy for the money, beat Never Quit third. Wider out next.
The Cloisters looked to be in some trouble at the 200 metres in the third, but under hard riding from Darren Beedman, the filly kicked away again. She's one off the fence in the lime green and black.
And now puts her head in front narrowly. And as they come down to the 250, Fiametta and the Cloisters in front of Wangaratta joining in, and then Road to the Isles and 2 lengths to Jarrah. The Cloisters finding a little more under Beedman's hard riding. It's kicked the length, in fact, the Cloisters from Fiametta and Wangaratta, and the Cloisters, the favourites, going to be untroubled, and the Cloisters wins at a length and 3/4 Wangaratta. Third home Fiametta.
Here comes the Classic, the Derby, and Maya Card gets a great run along the inside to improve from midfield to be just behind the leaders at the turn, and then gets another run along the fence in the straight to career away.
Palliser, along past the 700 in the AJC Derby, and Imprimatur is just the leader here. Valciano and Neckaway second. 1/3 is bounding away, a length then 2 on the inside. Maya Card. Now it's Maya Card. He must have saved about 4 lengths as they came up past the 650, and as they travel around the home corner, Imprimatur leads the way from Valciano. Now Imprimatur's hung, and the stablemate Maya Card gets up on the inside and bounding away puts her mind on the job. Now it's bounding away, being taken on by Maya Card. Right down the outside, John Dray, and then comes My Precocious Lad, but Maya Card zipped away. 120 to go. He's got the Tancred Derby double one. He'll do a Bone Crusher and Kingston Town. Maya Card. He's a minute in front of My Precocious Lad and John Dray, and Maya Card. What a win!
We're going to show you the slow-mo now of this incident at the home turn. As they approach the home turn, it's Imprimatur, ridden by Shane Dye in front. On his outside is Balciano, Greg Hall, and bounding away moves up quickly on their outside. Now, Maya Card is the horse in white colours. The horse in the all-white colours in front is Imprimatur. Now, keep your eye on Dye's head. In a second, he'll look to the inside. There he goes. He has a look behind him, a sustained look, and you can see the stablemate Maya Card behind him. Now he looks to the outside, and Maya Card's still sweating right behind Imprimatur. On his outside is Hall on Balciano, and bounding away the grey, moving up 3 wide. You'll notice right on the point of the turn, Imprimatur comes into contact with Balciano, bumps that horse out of the way. Now these two have a bit of a duel here, bounding away the grey, and there's Maya Card getting the run through on the inside.
And at this stage, he clearly has plenty of room. Hall on Belciano trying to push Imprimatur back onto the favourite and stop him getting through. You can see the three horses came in contact there, and Myocard, once he gets into the clear and gets balanced up, he then sprints away. But it would have been very interesting to see what would have happened if he'd have been stuck behind those. Mick Dittman would have gone for home on the grey, bounding away, and perhaps pinched a 2 or 3 lengths break. Myocard certainly would have been very, very hard to beat, regardless of what happened. But that's going to be a very interesting inquiry, which will resume at AJC headquarters on Tuesday. The 5th event, the Adrian Knox Stakes, and Adronet almost certainly earned a tilt at the AJC Oaks with this stout performance.
Irish Maiden comes into it. Being Angel's running on nicely, followed then by Show 'em Sadie at a gap then to Just As Lovely and Minnie Clearer. Now Shea Paris dropped off, and on the inside Adronet's getting a beautiful split, and Adronet right up on the insides grabbed the lead from Evandale Star, Irish Maiden and Show 'em Sadie, and it's going to be Adronet racing right away on the dying stages and wins the Adrian Knox easily. It's Adronet by 3 or 4 lengths on Show 'em Sadie, a half head to Evandale Star.
Here's the other highlight of the Randwick meeting, the Doncaster handicapper Brian Mayfield, Smith Quinella, Magic Flute, Colour Page, both coming from well back. You can pick up Magic Flute in a red cap and blue sleeves, racing midfield, one off the fence.
Dinky Flyer is snookered, and then Royal Scepter, followed by Riverdale, Fix the Date, and then Periscope, Swift Cheval, or Merry Ruler Copter, Pratt King Phoenix second last, and Colour Page is last of all. Travelling to the corner in the 2's Doncaster, and Roman Artist in front. On the outside, Gold Orme is second. Western Ace goes up 3 and 4 wide. A length to Shinakima and 2 lengths to Drawn, followed by Magnitude. And Eastern Classic is next at the 300 metres. And Western Ace has raced to the lead narrowly from Gold Orme. Roman Artist dropping off. Drawn runs home. Here comes Royal Scepter and Merry Ruler putting in claims. Royal Scepter goes after Western Ace and Gold Orme. And Royal Scepter put his nose in front. Colour Page is coming quickly, and Magic Flute. Magic Flute on the inside. Oh, won't be much between Magic Flute on the inside and Colour Page.
What a tremendous finish it was to the Doncaster yesterday. The race changing complexion completely in the final 100 metres. Queenslander Gold Orme ran a very good race to hang on for 5th. We'll show you now the slow-mo. And at this stage, it's Gold Orme in the blue, just in front of Western Ace. Now Magic Flute in that red cap, Mike Willis's colour, slicing back towards the inside with Shinakima. Royal Scepter momentarily hits the lead, and then Colour Page in the yellow down the outside. It's Magic Flute scooting through towards the inside rail and just holding off her stablemate Colour Page. Royal Scepter a very good 4th, and the Queenslander Gold Orme a very creditable 5th there in the blue colours. Well, the 7th event is one of the major trials for next week's Sydney Cup, and Major Drive, the favourite, beautifully ridden by Greg Hall. He's in blue colours with white hoops on his sleeves, gets the run right along the inside and goes on to score decisively.
Now he's gone back to the inside looking for a run on Major Drive, and there's room for Major Drive, and here he comes at the 200 metres, and Major Drive, Hall looks confident, had a peep to the left. It shook off Silver Award, Rastus and Reckless Tradition, and Major Drive is starting to come away over the dying stages. Major Drive in full flight, and as they reach the line, Major Drive a length and a quarter on Silver Award. Jax has raced to
Best Bow, the chestnut with the white stripe, very distinctive markings down his face, moving up 4 off the fence, and the well-timed running goes on to defeat Tricycle.
Coming to the 250 metres, Jack's under the whip in front. Best Bow starting to come at him on the outside. Bella Ho is 3rd, and further back is Tricycle. Best Bow on the outside, race to Jack's. Tricycle in 3rd place, but Best Bow is going great guns. Little Carmody riding hard, and Best Bow, who loves any sort of damp in the grass, is going to win it well. Best Bow a length and a half, Tricycle, 3rd Jack's, and then came...
Well, that was the action from Derby Day. Now the TAB information. And 16 and 6, the double 124.20. The treble, of course, the favourite, number 1, Myocard, successful in the first leg. 116 at 6, $171 even. And the extra double from Randwick, 4 and 5, $122.40. We'll take a break and return to have a look at the Caulfield meeting in Melbourne.
Melbourne's won it from Coheedon. Mighty Kayaru 3rd. And as they enter for the straight...
Shirley was well tried in the second. 4 was into 5 to 2. She's over towards the inside and holds on to defeat Comelina by a half length.
To go. Taffeta Bow fighting back with Comelina, and then Heaven's Way. Sister Shirley, the rails just in front. Taffeta Bow's getting to it again, and so is Comelina. Sister Shirley just the leader. Comelina on the outside, coming at it on the line. And Sister Shirley's won at a half head to Comelina. A head away 3rd, Taffeta Bow.
The favourite Prismatic Star in the orange colours, ridden right out, scores decisively.
Shot 2 lengths in front of Deanora. Tumbler Lads dropped out of it. Kiskin is battling on, and Vuor is running on. But Prismatic Star clear with 100 to go, safely holding Kiskin. And Prismatic Star's going on to win by about a length to Kiskin. Close for 3rd. Vuor has got 3rd.
As they straighten up in the fourth, it's a great charge. Horses all over the track. It's La Elegance over towards the inside who does best.
La Elegance clear from Invino Veritas, Corral out wide. Here's Tristanella coming down under the roses, but La Elegance in front of Marine's Rocket. They've lost 20 lengths going wide. La Elegance is going to win it. Second placing has gone to Marine's Rocket. Aussie Consul might have nearly got third.
Tremendous two-horse war between Jetfighter and Daring John all the way down the straight. There was a protest in this, but Jetfighter won the photo and the protest.
Bicentennial, then Bullion Broker. Jetfighter fights back, joins the leader again. Here's Luther's Luck coming last. On the outside, Jetfighter took the lead from Daring John. Daring John fights back, and then Captain Police. Jetfighter, Daring John, they hit it. Jetfighter, he's won at a half head to Daring John. Captain Police third. Sharks.
Another great finish to the sixth. Sharks Fin by centimetres from Sir Fawn.
He's about a half length in front now. Sir Fawn coming at him from Kerry, my boy. Phil's Belief from the clouds. Sir Fawn put its head in front. Ceramus getting up along the rails. Sir Fawn out wide, just the leader from Sharks Fin. They're both under the whip. Sir Fawn just in front of Sharks Fin, who's fighting back on the inside. They've hit it almost a dead heat. Nearly a dead heat, or Sir Fawn on the outside, and 3 lengths to Ramo.
Quiet Sensation down the centre of the track wouldn't be denied in the seventh, scoring from Gallipoli Prince.
In front, Quiet Sensation pegging it back out wide. He's gone for the whip on Quiet Sensation. Gallipoli Prince on the inside, but Quiet Sensation has hit the front. Quiet Sensation out wide, just in front of Gallipoli Prince near the line, and then Bronze Order. And Quiet Sensation has won at 3 parts of a length to Gallipoli Prince. Papal Princess.
It was Dream Ruler with a determined finish, just wearing down Papal Princess in the final race.
Now is Rompalong coming with a strong run. Dream Ruler and Cooktown Lady still there. Papal Princess in front, getting a little bit tired now. Dream Ruler and Cooktown Lady are trying to pick her up. Beatrice Levette coming from the rear. It's Papal Princess in front near the line. Dream Ruler lunging at it. Papal Princess, Dream Ruler. Yes, Minister. Dream Ruler's got there for you. Nose in front of Papal Princess.
Pretty clever call there by Bill Collins. That winner raced by Ken Trousseau, the Victorian Minister for Sport. Now the TAV information for Caulfield. Excuse me, and the double 12 and 8 paid $18.10, 7, 12 and 8, the treble $452.20, and the extra double from Caulfield, 7 and 2, paid $121.50. Of course, we continue awarding points during the month for our racing award, provided by John Anderson of Bassey Investments, and points yesterday would have gone to Steve Schofield, Shane Scriven, and certainly John Wallace for his effort with Wandering Duke. And of course, our monthly winner will receive...
I'll say, Ken. On Wednesday, it was AJC Derby Day, and what a brilliant victory to the gallant filly bounding away.
And at our star line, but what a super filly is bounding away, wins the Oaks, the length and recorded around the world.
I might have tipped around the world to beat Bounding Away at the value, but it still gives you a real buzz to call a filly as great as Bounding Away.
The once mighty St George are now only a shadow of their former selves. The great red and white team of the past is in big trouble. Their high-flying centre, Brian Johnston, is trying to work out the problems, but it's something even he is finding difficulty with.
Plenty of training. We say plenty before the game. The coach gives us a talk. But once we get out on the field, we're not producing the goods. We're not communicating well enough to each other. And I think that's where we're falling down.
This week, the Australian Age Swimming Championships finished in Adelaide. And what a great performance by the Gold Coast Andrew Baildon. 4 records. And this week, Lisa Curry went down there to give the guys and the girls some advice on the future. 22 of the best age swimmers, 6 of them were Queenslanders.
And I think they're showing a lot of potential. And we have 3 other camps later on this year that are for open swimmers, and possibly some of these age group swimmers could be in those open camps, and I think it's looking...
Next week clashes with the end of the Sydney Autumn Carnival, Easter being a bit later this year, but it's going to be great racing next Saturday at Doom. And Saturday and Monday, it's a double header, so we're going to get... racing on a bit earlier next week.
What happened to Maya Cardler yesterday?
Well, Maya Card, he's had some tough racing and he might have just gone over the top a little bit. 3-year-old, 3,200 metres, and horse speed in major drivers, pretty seasoned, handy stayer. So not disgraced Maya Card, but I think that it'd be a bit doubtful now if he would come to Brisbane for the Winter Carnival. The opening event at Doomben yesterday went to trainer Jim Parr, who's looking after the Brian Mayfield Smith team here in Queensland. He defeated the favourite Palmyra Bay.
Outside, she just bumped into Pandor Khan, and Silent Show is joining in quickly on the outside. Now Palmyra Bay hit the lead. It's Palmyra Bay in front. Silent Show coming after Palmyra Bay, and he's doing a bit better than the favourite. It's Silent Show grabbing the lead from Palmyra Bay, and Silent Show beat Palmyra Bay 3/4.
Well, the second event was the maiden handicap and the first leg of a training double for Ben Moore when Dark Reflection, well handled by Glenn Haggerty, stormed home with a well-timed burst to defeat Express Schedule.
Loomed up on the outside of Mulberry Court. Express Schedule has hit the lead. Simons goes for the whip. Express Schedule about a neck in front of Mulberry Court. Here comes Dark Reflection right down the outside with a big run now. Dark Reflection swamping those leaders. Express Schedule just in front of Dark Reflection, but the top weight goes to Express Schedule and Dark Reflection has got up to win the money. Dark Reflection first, Express Schedule second, Mulberry Court third.
Well, a shock result, as far as the punters were concerned anyway, when Whomsoever first up defeated the favourite Tolai in the flying handicap. Not unexpected by the stable, though. Trainer Laurie Mayfield-Smith gave Whomsoever a good chance.
Behind them looking for the way clear. Whomsoever and Bankcoin joining in on the outside. Tolai can't get a crack at them. Sleepwalk just in front. Bankcoin looming as a danger. Then Whomsoever and now Tolai's bursting through on the inside. Sleepwalk, Whomsoever, Bankcoin, Tolai. Whomsoever hit the lead. Whomsoever in a real boil-over has bloused them all out. Whomsoever first, Fado second and third. Tolai, Sleepwalk, Bankcoin.
We'll show you the slow-mo now of the final stages, and Tolai was probably unlucky not to score. He was held up for getting a run. Now he's getting through on the inside of the leader, Sleepwalk. He has plenty of time. It's 200 metres out and he's through. But he's a big horse and possibly he needs plenty of galloping room. It's Sleepwalk, the baldy-faced horse in front, not for long. Tolai on the inside, Whomsoever out wide, and Bankcoin in the middle, or collar Sleepwalk close to home. And Roby and Steele making up plenty of ground late to finish fifth. His effort was very good also. Fourth event was the 2-year-old, and it went to Free Roman. There's another one getting a run through on the inside. The favourite Recommendation inclined to shift away from the fence, and Free Roman slices through.
Now Autumn Smoke is starting to wind up. She's kicked again, Recommendation. Free Roman's the danger on the inside. He's grabbed her. Free Roman hit the lead from Recommendation and King Aramis, and Free Roman's just a little too good for the filly. Free Roman first, Recommendation second. Fado finished for third, King Aramis or Autumn Smoke.
Well, beaten but not disgraced their Recommendation. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene as we continue our racing review. And the fifth event at Doomben yesterday was the Anzac Day Handicap. Very good training performance by Fred Thomas to freshen up Pinehurst to score over 1,600 metres after a tough run over 2,100 metres only a week earlier.
Who's under a bit of pressure. Pinehurst is storming home on the outside. He's coming with a big run. Amboyna's not going to give in without a fight. He's just in front of Pinehurst. Pinehurst driving at Amboyna. Pinehurst grabs the lead. He's moving away from Amboyna close to the line. And Pinehurst goes on to beat Amboyna. Third Cruise Missile.
Unfortunately, Philip Smith missed out on the winning ride on Snippets in the Sires Produce at Randwick last Monday at Little Fisher Sweet, and he was able to score yesterday in the novice handicap at Doomben on Foolish Beat. He's the horse in the brown colours, just in a bit of a bumping duel on the outside at this stage.
Foolish Beat descended on those leaders, raced straight to the front. He's pulled the whip on Foolish Beat. Egotistical's the one to come after Foolish Beat. It's Foolish Beat in front of Egotistical. Egotistical trying hard to reach Foolish Beat. Foolish Beat and Egotistical. It's a real ding-donger, and as they hit the wire, Foolish Beat, I think, by a nose. Foolish Beat, I'd say, is just beaten Egotistical. They streeted the rest of them.
Well, much improved on the ropes was successful in the seventh. A strong graduation field. He was well handled by Alf Masters, his rider, and he runs on very strongly. I think he's going to score in a bit better class on this performance.
Just in front of Chevelle Jazz, who's kicking on the outside, on the ropes, is coming with a giant of a run. On the ropes, going home right over the top of them. On the ropes, grab the lead from Sininja, then Meg Sun. It's on the ropes, drawing clear of them in the run to the post, and on the ropes, races away to win it easily. On the ropes first, Meg Sun second, Sininja third.
Wouldn't discard the favourite Sininja, although well beaten into third place there. It was his first run since coming from Sydney. I think he'll soon make amends. The final event, a very, very good filly, Princess Gracious. Here she is coming up in the green colours and the black cap, and she gets past Welsh Zephyr, the equal favourite.
Welsh Zephyr in front, the little Princess on the outside is after him, and she's going a bit better too, Princess Gracious. She loomed up to Welsh Zephyr. She shoots to the lead. She's too good. Great little filly. Princess Gracious first. She won it by a length. Second, Welsh Surfer. Third, maybe Gully Gaskins.
She's all quality, Princess Gracious. Now the TAB information on the Doomben meeting. 3 and 7, the double, $83.30. 9, 3 and 7, a great treble dividend, $7,315.70. And 6-pick, not surprisingly, jackpotting this week with the success of Whomsoever in the first leg. We'll take a break. The Sydney Cup program from Randwick yesterday. I think Ian Craig might have, the race caller, might have earned a beer last night. There were some fantastic finishes, and I'm sure that he was really reaching for a headache powder after a couple of them. The highlight of the day undoubtedly was the performance by Major Drive in the Sydney Cup, but not far behind was the very good effort by Beau Zam in taking out the Fernhill handicap. I think he's going to be a tremendous 3-year-old next season. He looks a real derby prospect for the Bart Cummings stable. Opening event went to High Regard in a tricky photo, just getting home from Peter Cook's Mount on water, and close up in third place was Yarn, the favourite. Now here's the horse in the yellow colours, had to come a bit wide on the home turn.
Yarn cruises up on the outside, High Regard between them, then Proud Hawk and a length Hindenburg. Coming to the 200 metres, Yarn's taken the lead now from High Regard on the inside, on water, battling on well, and this trio are a length and a half clear on Hindenburg and True Cobber. Yarn and on water with High Regard, three of them having a mammoth duel. On water the inside, High Regard in the centre. Oh, bobbing finish on the inside, on water and High Regard. They're the two most prominent.
Second event, and a tremendous finish here, only half a length between 6 or 7 runners. Fiorita and Rainbow High finished up dead heating.
By the rider, a length clear. Chez Paris second. Third is Lucky Witch, and fourth on the inside, Parlour. At a length and a half, and wider out next, Lady Mantis. Over the rise, Nova Edition is clearly headed now, where Chez Paris goes to the lead from Lucky Witch. Nova Edition, the third on the inside. At a length further back is Rainbow High, followed by Parlour, and then Fiorita trying to get through. Now Rainbow High chasing Chez Paris. Lucky Witch, Fiorita getting a split. It's a race and a half. Nova Edition kicking back. Lucky Witch, they're all over the place as they hit the line. Oh, now we've got here Rainbow High, Fiorita, Lucky Witch.
Well, it was a good effort by Ian Craig to sort out those two from the 5 runners across the track. And I'll show you the slow-mo now and how quickly it changes. It's Nova Edition on the fence. Fiorita, the black cap, trying to get a run through, then Lucky Witch, Chez Paris, Rainbow High, and Tellini running on late to finish 6th. But right on the line, Fiorita gets through that narrow gap in time to dead heat with Rainbow High. Tremendous finish there to the second event from Randwick. Well, the third, and I mentioned the performance by Beau Zam, a very promising youngster. He was patiently handled by John Marshall. Watch his acceleration in the straight, and this is a class colt.
Inside by I Like Crystal, wider Ironic Lady, then Lentigo, and Beau Zam taken wide out to put in his run, and he's starting to finish on stylishly. At the 250, and quickly Beau Zam raced down the outside and headed off those on his inner, and he's put pay to them very quickly, and he's going to win easily. Beau Zam in full flight, 2 lengths Ironic Lady, a further 2.5 to Jaru and I Like Crystal. But this bloke is pretty good, Beau Zam. He's giving his rivals a galloping exhibition, and he wins at about 4 lengths on the line.
3 on the trot for Targlish, owned by the Hyperion Thoroughbred Syndicate. Now, he's in pink and purple colours, or pink and black colours rather, running 5th at this stage. Runs on strongly to defeat Timothy, the leader.
A length the Lady Zilla and Inconceivable, and Absolute is Secret Century. Around the turn they come, and Timothy a length and 3/4 on Card Shark and Pico. Richfield's Lad behind that trio, and then on the outside Targlish. At the 200 metres, Timothy's rider had a peep. It's about a length and 3/4 on Targlish running home. Forget about Richfield's Lad. Timothy's rider's gone for the Whitmore load. Targlish on the outside, and then Max Treasure. Timothy in front, but Targlish is overhauling him. It's the hat-trick for Targlish. The Hyperion colours aboard. Targlish win again. They swing the
full marks to Greg Hall for his ride on Major Drive in the Cup. He tracked up Maya Card as they come to the home turn, and then was able to get Major Drive past the favourite in the final 100.
Maya Card making ground quickly now. Then Silver Award, Major Drive, Algonquin Club, Peckham Guest from Tristram's Edition, and 2 to Fox Eel. At the 700 metres, and the leader Plume d'Orville. Lord Reams drops off. Second is Rising Fear. Third is Lord Reams, followed on the outside. Next by Out of Sight and Maya Card, 3 and 4 deep. And behind those horses next as they race towards the home corner, Commercial Balance, a length the Rastus, and then Major Drive taken to the outside from Algonquin Club. They turn the corner in the Sydney Cup, and Rising Fear goes to the lead from Plume d'Orville. Here's Maya Card chiming in now, followed by Out of Sight, and a Major Drive is next, starting to put in his claim, but Maya Card goes to the lead. At the 200, Major Drive comes after Maya Card. It's Maya Card in front of Major Drive, then Rising Fear and Out of Sight. Major Drive making a race of it with Maya Card. Major Drive's doing too well for the 3-year-old, and Major Drive comes away and wins the Cup a half length. Major Drive has beaten Maya Card, 3rd Old Fox Seal.
Mick Dittman showed his rivals a trick or two in the Frank Packer Plate, all the way on Never Quit. Imprimatur came from well back to finish second.
Never Quit, and here he is doing that just about now. And as they straighten, Never Quit by 3/4 of a length on Mr. Marceau. Short Memory third, then Rabacan on the inside, and Imprimatur's next. Never Quit a half, Mr. Marceau, as they raced out of the distance, and Rabacan the inside, and then Imprimatur the outside. Never Quit still in front, but he's given a a great exhibition, Mick, on this. Never Quit a length and a half. Imprimatur Whiteout going up to second from Mr. Marceau, but Never Quit. Never really going to lose. Had a classical ride by Dittman. Thank you.
Well, another classical ride by Mick in the next. Campaign King running one out and one back. He swoops past the leaders when they straighten and goes on to record a very easy victory in the all-age stakes.
Around the corner, Roman Artist in front, about a half length or so on Shinakima. Campaign King let rip now, and in a couple of bounds he races to the lead, Campaign King, and kicks away. At the 220, Campaign King about 2 lengths Magnitude and Roman Artist, and then Shinakima drawn as only, plugging home, and likewise King Phoenix, but Campaign King's in absolutely no danger of defeat. Another win for Mick Dittman. Magnitude second, King Phoenix third, but the favourite trots it in. Campaign King from Magnitude.
Final event in New Atlantis, under 61 kilos all the way, but only narrowly from Dance Hall Girl.
Then Lady Jordana and 3 to Sasha Bijou and Bold Endeavour. On the turn for home, New Atlantis, the top weight, is in front by a length and 3/4 on Pleasant Flight. And New Atlantis has gone a little bit further in front. Dance Hall Girl sticking on from Sound of Bells, Lady Jordana and Dame de Siècle at the 200 metres. And Wayne Harris really goes for New Atlantis now. Dance Hall Girl on the outside is about a length from New Atlantis. New Atlantis just in front. Dance Hall Girl with a pull in the weights is coming home on the outside. Will she make it? Gee, it's close.
Well, that was a good ride by Wayne Harris out in front on New Atlantis. We'll show you the slow-mo of the final stages. He was nursing till he saw Dance Hall Girl starting to pick up some ground on the outside, and he goes for the whip at this stage on New Atlantis and was just able to hold off Dance Hall Girl. It must have been only centimetres in it. This is another thrilling finish, and the Queenslander Dame de Siècle not disgraced in finishing third. She's likely to return home now. The TAB information for Randwick yesterday, and the double numbers 3 and 5, $18.50, 1, 3 and 5, the treble $98.40, and the extra double from Randwick is 11 and 1, $127.30. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene, come back to have a look at the Flemington meeting yesterday. It was St Ledger Day, and but Cummings successful down there, and we've become accustomed to Cummings taking out the staying events. The opening event was the hurdle, and Sing for Supper all the way here, and he does it in fine style. From this point, he stretches his advantage out to 11 lengths.
The rider of Wild Native went for the whip, but Sing for Supper knows the Flemington track like radar, and he's about 4 in front and running away. 9-year-old, the old veteran's coming away to win easily. Second, Wild Native, My Hutch Skyros battling it out for third. Sing for Supper's won it by 8 or 10 lengths. Second placing will go to Wild Native, and nearly a dead heat for third.
Those punters who backed the second race winner, Dame Vengeance, had to cop a 36 cents in the dollar reduction to the scratching of Corral, but it's Dame Vengeance clear at this point and does it easily.
In front. From in second place, Please Yourself, and then Damsel, Sean's sister, Mercy Rain. Dame Vengeance is going to bolt in, getting tired, but goes down to the line to win by 3 lengths. Damsel second, Please Yourself third.
Well, the favourite, Cindy's Appeal, was successful in the third. Moves up about 4 off the fence, coming towards the 200 metres, and then dashed away and easily defeated Spending, who ran on gamely in the last 100.
Starting to get tired. Centaur pegging it back, but Cindy's Appeal might have too big a break, and Spending coming again in the centre. It's Cindy's Appeal in front, it'll win. About a length to Spending, and neck away Centaur.
The fourth was the Shaggy Ridge handicap over 2,500 metres. Paul Strong just held up momentarily when they straightened, but once he gets into the clear, he overhauls Order Up, who's in front at this stage.
Here's Hallstrong coming at them, and they're followed further out on the track then by Bain Jolie. Hallstrong getting to Order Up at every stride from Cottesall. Hallstrong going home a bit the better on the outside, and Hallstrong gets up the winner to head to Order Up. Cottesall third.
It was the Gouch, Darren Gouchy, in fine form to score on Shark's Fin in the Ledger, and this looks a pretty smart stayer for the Cummings stable.
At the moment, drew up to Sir Fawn, and they're together fighting it out from Warren. Shark's Fin the outer, Sir Fawn the rail. Shark's Fin's got a head in front. Sir Fawn won't give in, but Shark's Fin's travelling just a bit better the outside, and Shark's Fin's the best staying 3-year-old. Wins the St Ledger a half length to Sir Fawn.
We're going to hear a bit more of Shark's Fin, perhaps another cup for Cummings. Sixth event went to Vesterberg, who's moving up in the orange colours, takes over at this point and defeats Opalescent, who runs on.
Now from Opalescent running on, Beatrice Levette is only struggling. It's Cooktown Lady and Vesterberg going to fight it out. They're going stride for stride with Vesterberg getting the upper hand. Opalescent running on well, but Vesterberg in front as they get now home, and Vesterberg's going on to win it nicely. About a length to Opalescent, Cooktown Lady third.
Well, it's not too often we see Gary Willits on a 33-1 winner, but he did it in the 7th, the Changi handicap on SARS Boris.
who just took overhauling the grey at this point and ridden right out by Willits, defeats Bicentenary.
Indeed, I do. Dropped out of it, and Bullion Broker's doing nothing. Here comes on the outside SARS Boris with a big run. SARS Boris has gone up the Kale. It's taken the lead with a little bit to go. SARS Boris is in front, and it's going to win the day. SARS Boris, the bolter, Bicentenary.
Well, they say the best winner to back is in the last race, and the favourite backers were cheering when Aquilone took out the final event from Fulham Pass and withstood a protest.
Dynamic Dancer's running on fairly. He wants to go for this. Aquilone about a length in front now. He has gone for it. Kick clear. Aquilone's got it won. And the last favourite's home. Aquilone wins well. Balewick's running on strongly, but Fulham Pass gets second. Balewick third.
I think Bill Collins might have been on that, urging the jockey to go for home on the favourite, Aquilone. Now the TAB information for Melbourne, and 2 and 15 the double, $387.60. 8, 2 and 15 the treble, $1,972.90. Extra double from Flemington, 2 and 1, paid $22.40. Well, of course, we've got our racing award to be announced next week, our monthly award winner, and Bassey Investments, John Anderson, providing a plaque for the jockey, trainer, owner, most successful each month, and wonderful trophies. You can get one of those from John Anderson at Bassey Investments, Post Office Box 241, Ferny Hills, 4055. And the number there, if you want to give John a call, is 355 5631. We'll be announcing our April winner next Sunday. Some very good performances during the month, and I'm sure the competition's going to be very, very keen. Well, this week in racing, we've got a meeting at Bundamba on Wednesday. The doubleheader at Doomben next Saturday heralds the start of the Winter Carnival, and it's going to be some great racing. And if you've got a little bit of spare time this morning, perhaps you could
watch. Ready for the 112th running of the Cricket.
Okay, everybody, take it easy now.
Just 3 more to move in. Everybody acting very nicely. Starter blind is ready to send him on the mile and the 16th route of the Prix.
Donnie, big spread in front.
And now Gulch is in. Crypto Clearance, who was washy in the Derby,
on the outside.
Is not this afternoon. That might be a physical sign that he is ready. All in line. They're off. Toward the inside to Harriman, goes for the lead from the middle of the pack, looking for the big one. Now charges up quickly and takes the lead by a neck. Harriman along the inside is second. Those two duel. 2 back at the rail. Bet Twice is racing third. No More Flowers, surprisingly, up fourth on the outside. Then it's a gap of some 5 lengths to Phantom Jet, who's in fifth. Ali Sheba, the Derby winner, is 6th on the outside. Avies Copy is racing 7th. Gulch is 8th. And Crypto Clearance is 9th and last, the first quarter in 23 and 1/5 seconds. The battle continues on the front end, and Harriman on the inside takes the lead by a head. On the outside, looking for the big one. Those two cooking on the front end. It's 2 back to Bet Twice, who is now clear in third. A gap of 2 and No More Flowers fourth. Gulch beginning to close stoutly on the outside. Ali Sheba between horses, then Phantom Jet, then along the inside Crypto Clearance, and Avies Copy, now the trailer. As they race down the backstretch, it's still the top 2 racing as a team, looking for the big one on the outside. Harriman at the rail, a gap of 1.5 lengths, and Bet Twice is poised on the outside third and ready to move on the leaders. Along the inside, Crypto Clearance is 4th and gaining, now 4th by a head, and Ali Sheba on the outside is 5th, and Cordero puts Gulch in gear. Gulch on the outside, charging to contention, but it's Bet Twice with Craig Perret, who comes away with the lead as they approach the quarter pole. Now Bet Twice has it by a head. Ali Sheba is charging on the inside. That's looking for the big one, dropping back. Gulch in the middle of the racetrack, and Crypto Clearance looks for racing room, and down the stretch they come. Ali Sheba with Chris McCarron on the outside. Bet Twice toward the inside with Perret. It's a replay of the Kentucky Derby, and on the outside, here comes Ali Sheba. Ali Sheba is going to win it, taking the second jewel of racing's greatest prize, the Triple Crown. It was Bet Twice finishing second, and Crypto Clearance was third. Ali Sheba, about middle of the pack down the backstretch, roared through the stretch and comes home in 1 minute 55 and 4/5 seconds. And boy, what a big step to the Triple Crown. There have been only 11 Triple Crown winners, and Ali Sheba looks like he has the stuff to be the 12th.
All right, Dave.
So the racing writers that said the slow work was the kiss of death were absolutely wrong. We knew he was a good horse. We knew he was a brave horse. There are the owners. Now he may be a great horse.
Indeed he is, Jim. He proved that his race in the Derby was no fluke. Time, as Jack Van Berg says, matters only to those in prison. Ali Sheba has the stuff of which good horses are made. This could be the year.
Chris, can you hear me? This is Jim McKay. Can you hear me, Chris?
Yeah.
Congratulations, you've done it again, and you did it back home in Maryland.
Thank you very much. God, that was fun.
Tell me, how was the ride? Any problems?
No, none whatsoever. It was a nice, clean trip this time.
Okay, we'll be talking to you in the winner's circle.
All right, thank you.
All right. No sign of any objections yet. Of course, we wouldn't know that until the jockeys come back and weigh in. There is no steward's inquiry, and I didn't see any major problems, did you?
No, I didn't, Jim. It looked like a very cleanly run race, and Ali Sheba, of course, finishing first. And as he came through the stretch to inch ahead of Bet Twice, he began to give me the clue that he might be kind of a lazy sort of colt. He got right there and didn't want to go any further. That's all he gives.
Now, what a nice sentimental story this is. His daddy, Ali Dar, would surely have been a Triple Crown winner in any other year except that the year he came along. 3 times in the 3 classics, he was beaten narrowly by a firm. But now his son, Ali Sheba, is 2/3 of the way to the Triple Crown, 2/3 of the way to $5 million, 2/3 of the way to true immortality in the sport of horse racing. There's Jack Van Berg, the trainer,
whose confidence has been justified now. He knew he had a good one all along. He said that once this colt's throat got taken care of, he's finished first now in the 3 races he's run since the throat was operated on. And Jack says himself, I don't know how good he is.
And again, we have an Ali Dar firm situation going here between Ali Sheba and Bet Twice.
Indeed we do. And here we'll see it, a replay of just that situation coming through. Bet Twice had gone to the lead coming to the quarter pole and did it very easily, breezed to the lead. But Chris McCarron looked like he steadied just for a minute to wait so he wouldn't lose ground as he swung off the turn. And there you see him in the outside in the blue and white silks wearing the blinkers. And he's inching up on Bet Twice, who runs a tremendously game race along the rail. Little Crypto Clearance, who always gives it all, tries his hardest. But the 2 top pair, there you see them, Ali Sheba and Bet Twice. Now watch Ali Sheba. I believe when he thinks he's got just a bit the best, he pulls himself up. I think we're going to see a pattern with him all the way along. He knows he's got it won, and he's saving the rest of it for 2 weeks from today, 3 weeks from today.
Well, now we'll have more second guessing still. Despite this, they'll be, say, 155 and change. That's, almost 2 seconds slower than the track record. But I tend to concur with Jack Van Berg. The only time matters in racing is when you're serving it. Track conditions vary so much, and the nature of the race varies so much.
This some guns wanting to show speed today. He's versatile.
What a great...
Tuesday night.
He has won the Preakness as well, and it is now official with Ali Sheba paying $6 to win 460 and 340, and there it is. Bet Twice 460 and 360. Crypto Clearance at $3, and the 6-1 exacta Ali Sheba and number 1 Bet Twice paying a modest $23. So he went off at exactly 2-1, and in 3 weeks we'll see if he can do it, win the Triple Crown at Belmont. We'll be back in a moment.
For the state of Maryland, on behalf of my partners and myself, I want to thank everyone who made this possible. And it's my pleasure at this time, Jim, to introduce to you Baltimore's own, Maryland's best, the governor of our state, William Donald Schaefer. Governor?
Thank you very much. I look out and I see a tremendous series of faces, and I think how great this is for the metropolitan region of Baltimore and Maryland. Before I make the presentation, man right behind you broke every record that the Preakness ever had here today, Frank DeFrancis, and he made racing what it is in Maryland today. The Triple Crown is so important to all 3 states, and we're looking forward to having it even better next year and the year after that. But last night, the owner of the horse said to me, we are going to win. Wasn't any doubt at all, and I want to extend my great congratulations first to the jockey, to the trainer, and to the owners, and on behalf of all the people of the state of Maryland, we want to present this great cup to you, and congratulations, super race.
Okay, the Woodlawn Vase, the most valuable trophy in American sport right here. The replica. Governor, you want to give the replica here to the Scarbers? Ooh, don't drop that, McKay.
This is the most famous trophy in the world of sports. And I was told this today by Elmo, and this is a replica of this great, great trophy, so I'd like to make the presentation.
Dorothy Scarborough, you've done your dad one better. He won the Derby. Now you've won the Derby and the Preakness.
Thank you. I feel very emotional and can't talk much. I'm sorry.
You don't have to talk much. Pam is the co-owner of the horse, her daughter. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Is that all?
Terribly exciting.
And Dad always says, I'm just along for the ride. I don't own this horse, but he's having a good time.
I'm just a chore boy, but I guarantee you this is a good one, and I'll look after these two forever, by God.
That's Texas talk if I ever heard it. You know, they're from Midland, Texas, a town that's had some tough times recently with the oil crisis. What do you want to say to the folks back home?
The Kentucky Derby has meant more in the last 2 weeks to the town of Midland and West Texas than anything's happened in many years. It's given people just a lift. It's, you know, not because we won it, but because it's from Midland and West Texas. And we're so proud, and we're sure proud to be here on the second leg of the Triple Crown. And we'll be in Baltimore. Excuse me, Governor. We'll be in New York.
And the Derby. I didn't have the presence of mind to do this during the Kentucky Derby, but I want to dedicate these 2 wins to my former boss and mentor, Odie Clone. We miss him dearly.
He was a man from Maryland, starred off many great jockeys, including you.
That's for sure. That's for sure. I know you're watching, Odie, and we miss you a great deal. Anyway, now the colt broke very sharply today, and he didn't have any traffic problems whatsoever. He had a super position going around the first turn and was much more in the bridle today than he was in his last race. He didn't take much hold of the bit the last time out, but today he was very aggressive right from the word go. And he advanced very nicely down the backside without even calling on him, and had dead aim on the leaders the whole way. And I was just biding my time. I didn't want to hit the front too quickly because there's so much for this colt to look at and stuff. So I just waited, and when I needed response, I reached back and tapped him a few times, and the response was there. He just a super effort.
Jack, at this point, were you perfectly happy?
Yeah, it looked pretty good to me. I couldn't see too much, Jim. Everything was all right. I just told him to watch when we got to the wire. That's what I wanted to know.
But just listen to Dave Johnson in the future.
That's right. I was listening to Dave. I wanted him to holler a little louder because I missed a couple calls.
Here you come, Chris.
Yes, right now, I could see that my only concern at this point was the fact that Crypto Clarence was right inside me, and he was going very comfortably with Jose. And I guess he must have just got outrun from the head of the lane to the wire, because I thought once he moved inside of Bet Twice, I thought he was going to be the horse I had to beat. But as it turned out, when Craig asked his colt to run, he responded well, and so did mine, and we were able to go ahead and outfinish Crypto Clarence.
It looks like we have another Alydar and Affirm situation going here, doesn't it? The same 2 horses running 1, 2, and maybe again in the Belmont. Jack Van Berg, if Odie Clellan is smiling somewhere, certainly your dad, Marion Van Berg, is too.
Yeah, I imagine he is. Hope I redeemed myself now for some of the things I did wrong.
He was pretty tough on you, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, but he was good.
On, of course, to the Belmont.
And of course, the Queensland Oaks program from yesterday has been postponed now to next Saturday. A couple of important distance changes for trainers contemplating nominations tomorrow. The open handicap has been extended from 1,810 metres to 2,100 metres to give horses preparing for the Brisbane Cup a little bit of an extra workout. And the 2-year-old event has been shortened from 1,400 metres to 1,200 metres. The reason there is that will be an ideal stepping stone to the sire's produce a week later at Eagle Farm. Well, first up this morning in our racing segment, we have the Preakness Stakes, the second leg of the American Triple Crown. It went to the Kentucky Derby winner, Ali Sheba, who certainly proved himself the best 3-year-old around. And if he can take out the Belmont, the third leg of the Triple Crown, he'll pick up a massive bonus. I think it's in the order of $5 million. And he picked up about $500,000 Australian plus with this success in the Preakness Stakes. Run at Baltimore early this morning.
Now Bet Twice has it by a head. Ali Sheba's charging on the inside. That's looking for the big one, dropping back. Gulch in the middle of the racetrack, and Crypto Clarence looks for racing room. And down the stretch they come. Ali Sheba with Chris McCarron on the outside. Bet Twice toward the inside with Barrett. It's a replay of the Kentucky Derby. And on the outside, here comes Ali Sheba. Ali Sheba is going to win it, taking the second jewel of racing's greatest prize, the Triple Crown.
Incidentally, that was almost the same trifecta as the Kentucky Derby. Ali Sheba defeating Bet Twice, and Crypto Clarence, who was 4th in the Derby,
finished third in the Preakness. A great quote from the winning trainer there. They were saying about the colt's slow times. He said, times mean nothing. The only people it means anything to are those in prison when you're serving it. So I think he's an outstanding 3-year-old Ali Sheba. Well, yesterday in Sydney, the venue for racing was Warwick Farm. We have a slight problem here. We have no audio on any of these events. You'll have to put up with my description, and we'll see how we go. Well, the opening event went to Constant Star, one of 5 winners for Malcolm Johnston. Now, Constant Star's in the yellow and red colours, coming through in the centre, having a good battle with Regal Home, but it was Johnston just able to get Constant Star home. And as I mentioned, the first of 5 winners yesterday for Malcolm Johnston, who now has 68 winners for the season. He's been within striking distance of the premiership leader Mick Dittman on 76. The second event went to Let's Be a Star. He's an underrated galloper. He's clear at this stage and goes on to defeat Oliver John, who makes up ground in the centre to get second. And in third place there, the 2-to-1 equal favourite Smoke, the grey on the outside, just a shade disappointing. The third event from Warwick Farm, a very promising youngster from the Neville Voigt stable, On Water, who's likely to come north now to run in the Brisbane Winter Carnival. On Water's clear. Now, major addition, you'll notice the 2 horses get pretty close together. Johnston going for the whip in the right hand on Water, who ducks out. Now, major addition was balked slightly there. His rider, Kevin Moses, entered an objection which stewards quickly dismissed, and I think it was quite obvious that On Water was going to score long before that incident. The fourth event went to Winged Prayer. It's Johnston again, and Moses finishing in second place here on Blazing Miss. Now it's Winged Prayer going up on the outside, and the Hyperion colours is Kevin Moses running second there. The fifth event, the Broadcasters Cup, over 1,600 metres, and the winner here, Latest Word, is going after the leader, Billy Asset, who's going pretty strongly at this stage, but Latest Word and Peter Cudahy are able to just wear down the leader and go to the line and shade the stronger, and in the end it was a 3/4 of a length margin, which was pretty convincing. Well, Malcolm Johnston was at it again in the sixth event, Peaceful Kingdom successful here. Another protest by Kevin Moses on the runner-up Eau de Toile. It wasn't Moses' day, and Johnston was able to keep this race as well. Stewards cleared Johnston of any semblance of careless riding. It was thought at one stage he could be in a little bit of trouble there, Malcolm Johnston, but the stewards agreed that he had stopped riding and straightened his mount in time, so Malcolm is clear to go on with his premiership challenge. Seventh event, and this is number 5 for Malcolm Johnston, and this is a very, very easy victory to Gypsy Reward. She's very impressive, scoring first up. You'll notice over the final stages, Johnston is actually easing her down, and the winning margin 3 3/4 lengths, and could have been a lot healthier than that. Well, the only sad note for Johnston on the day was the fact that he wasn't able to ring up number 6. He went within centimetres in the final event. He's in front on Island Joe. Sir Valentino... he's in front on Sir Valentino. Island Joe on the outside, gradually wearing down Johnston's mount. And it was only a short half head on the line, a bobbing finish, and the judge's verdict going to Neil Campton and Island Joe on the outside. A look now at the Warwick Farm double and treble information. And the double numbers there, 4 and 15 yesterday, $62.30. The treble, 13, 4 and 15, paid $586 even. And the extra double from Warwick Farm, 4 and 5, paid $58.60. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene and return to have a look at the Annie Valley meeting in Melbourne. The opening event was the hurdle, 3,000 metres. There was a few getting a bit weary at the finish, but not the winner, Narako, who is well clear coming to the home turn. It's over the final hurdle in great style, and careers away from that point to defeat the favourite Net Call by 8 lengths.
A length and a half, Cobbler's Boy, and 6 to D'Angelo. In fact, Narako, I think, has got it 1 on the corner. Drew away 2.5 Net Call, who's starting to weaken, and then Cobbler's Boy and a gap away D'Angelo. But Narako's drawn away 6 in front at the last from Cobbler's Boy. He jumped it beautifully from Cobbler's Boy, who hit it hard. Net Call got into second place again, and then D'Angelo. But Narako's won it by about 8 lengths. Second is Net Call, ahead to Cobbler's Boy. Third,
second event was the Potential Stayers handicap for the 2-year-olds over 1,600 metres, and I think Jeff Murphy has unearthed a very promising stayer here in Seas Rising, who defied a betting drift, 9 to 4 out to 7 to 2 to defeat Spanish Luster. It's Seas Rising on the outside taking over.
A half-length Spanish Luster, a good gap, Seratino, Underwood and Grand Chasseuse, but Seas Rising draws away. Seratino finishing fast, Seas Rising getting tired but wins. 3 parts Spanish Luster,
A half-length Seratino third from Groncha Shoes.
Thought not a bad effort from the third place getter there, Seratino, making up plenty of ground in the last 100 metres. He might be one to follow on a bigger track than Moonee Valley. Third event was the steeple, and it was Teak well clear at the home turn. And the purple cap there, just given a couple of flicks with the whip, but he's much too strong for the opposition.
Further back from Skyros. He's only got to jump the last Teak. He draws to it about 5 lengths in front of Lapsang, and then My Hutch in third placing. Teak comes to the last. Oh, mighty leap. Over it safely from Lapsang, My Hutch, and then Skyros and Jean's Nightmare. But down to the line, Teak's won by 6 lengths. Lapsang second, 2 lengths to My Hutch third.
Fourth event, and our Al's Mate landed some good bets, 4-1 into 13-4 to defeat the favourite Our Watchman, who started 10-9, kept coming over the final stages, Our Watchman, but he was never really in the hunt to pick up the leader.
The lead and travelling smoothly round the turn. Shot away 2 in front. Our Watchman starting to run on, but I think it'll be much too late. 150 out. Our Al's Mate about 3 lengths in front of Our Watchman, and Our Al's Mate's got it well won from Our Watchman. Terrell Australis battling on third, but Our Al's Mate wins it well. Length and a quarter to Our Watchman. 5 lengths away third, Terrell Australis from Reigning Supreme.
The fifth event, and as they straightened up, it looked long odds on English Charm to score. But Our Jermaine, coming from well back, sustains a long run to get up and score by a long neck, taking over only in the last 40 or 50 metres.
But English Charm shot out 3 in front into the straight from Fairy Wand. Then Saint Orient and Our Jermaine coming home fairly well out wide. But English Charm clear now. Our Jermaine starting to gobble it up near the line. It's racing up to English Charm. Our Jermaine's coming home the best, draws level and won. Our Jermaine a half neck to English Charm, a decent sort of a run. Saint Orient third. Then Joy.
Good effort by the winner there, Our Jermaine. The sixth event over 2,600 metres and a real bolter here, the 66-1 pop Prince Pisces, who looked in desperate trouble coming to the turn but kept finding something over on the inside and eventually wears Bengal Charger out of the prize.
Prince Pisces has drawn level again with Bengal Charger. Here's a great go to the line. They're both under the whip. Prince Pisces, Bengal Charger. Prince Pisces, I think, is doing better. Put its head in front on the inside. Prince Pisces has hit the front about 50 to go. Here's a bolter up in a small field. Prince Pisces has led all the way. 3/4 of a length to second placing going Bengal Charger, about 5 lengths.
A dogged effort there from Prince Pisces. The seventh event went to Gourmet Prince, who goes on to score pretty well, fording a winning double for Gary Willits, who is second here on Scott's Lane. It's Gourmet Prince the Grey.
Gourmet Prince in front. Springfield led out after it out wide. Well clear of Nazinski starting to run on. But Gourmet Prince holding Springfield led. Nazinski flying. Scott's Lane battling back on the fence, but Gourmet Prince has won it. Gourmet Prince first. Scott's Lane battle back for second from Springfield led third.
The final winner was the prize fighter. Another little easy in the betting, 9-4 out to run 7-2. He is searching for a run through in the centre, coming to the home turn. Horse with the white snip. Now he gets clear just after they straighten. He goes to the post strongly to defeat Chisango and Judge's Rule.
And then Straight Grey. The prize fighter's got out. He's going after Chisango halfway down the straight from Judge's Rule. The prize fighter's going home best. Race to Chisango, took the lead, and the prize fighters won it. Better length, maybe Chisango second from Judge's Rule. Straight Grey, a disappointing fourth from Mandy.
Well, that was the Moonee Valley meeting yesterday. Now the TAB information on the Melbourne card. 8-4 the double, $94 even. 4-8-4 the treble, $365.40. And the extra double from Moonee Valley, 9-7, paid $217.10. It's our racing segment this morning. Don't forget, we should have a double header at the Gold Coast Wednesday and Thursday. Now it appears the rain has cleared. They've had more than 24 inches down there, but Gold Coast Turf Club Secretary Brian Murphy said this morning that they should have a reasonably good surface for the Cup on Wednesday, provided that fine weather does continue. And don't forget, the barrier draw will be made tonight. We'll have the full rundown of the field in the Daily Sun tomorrow. And next Saturday at Eagle Farm, it's Queensland Oaks Day, and the Lightning Handicap promises to be a great sprint. That's our racing segment. Marshall Dobson. It was subsequently discovered she was a little bit distressed, but hopefully she'll make a very speedy recovery and be right to start in the Grand Prix Stakes, as is trainer Tommy's wish at Eagle Farm next Saturday. The opening event at Eagle Farm went to Mr Pepper, a rare 20-1 chance for Ken Russell followers. Mr Pepper defeating Stealthy Knight.
For a run, there's not much room there. Gally Gaskins loomed up on the outside of Stealthy Knight. Silent Show having a crack at them. Then Vuora, Procura Boy can't get out. Miss Egmont on the outside, and Mr Pepper's flashing home. Stealthy Knight's kicked again. He got away from them. He's almost a length in front. Mr Pepper's going to be the danger. He's flying home. Mr Pepper, he grabs Stealthy Knight, and he's got up to win it. Mr Pepper first, Stealthy Knight second, tight third. Gally Gaskins in a photo with Procura.
Second event went to So Easy to See, who was able to take full advantage of the inside barrier. He jumped smartly yesterday, cruised in the box seat, and he was too strong in the straight in a very impressive trial for the Castlemaine Stakes.
Outside and then So Easy to See. Spinator's called it a day. Appia running on fairly well. Marjace to the outside and then Strong Respect. They've got 200 metres to go. So Easy to See loomed up on the outside, hit the lead from Square Deal. Navajo Girl into the clear, starting to make up ground, and then Strong Respect. But So Easy to See is clear with 100 metres to go. He looks as though he's got it. So Easy to See in front of Navajo Girl and Saunders Blue. And So Easy to See goes on and wins. So Easy to See first, Navajo Girl second, third Saunders Blue, then Strong.
The Adelaide youngster Change of Habit took out the second division for the 2-year-olds in slightly slower time, but a very impressive victory. I think Change of Habit is going to be one of the star 3-year-olds of the spring. He's being set for races like the Ascot Vale Stakes and the Caulfield Guineas. He's in front, shaken up by Tassie Pegasus. He gets away from Never Too Close.
He's under a little bit of pressure now as Never Too Close is coming after him on the outside. 200 metres to go. He livens up the favourite. Change of Habit about a length in front of Never Too Close, who's flat to the boards. Amboise is starting to make ground at the end, but Change of Habit dashed away at the 100-metre mark, and he's got them beaten. Change of Habit wins it easily. Change of Habit first, Never Too Close second, and Amboise third.
Well, definitely a class colt there, Change of Habit. Fourth event went to Egotistical, a very well-deserved victory. He'd been second at his previous 3 runs. Fast pace set by Sublimation suited Egotistical yesterday, and well handled by Robert Crilly, who went on to score by a couple of lengths.
Between horses and back along the inside is Aussie Bandius. 300 metres to go. Sublimation is well clear. Sublimation about 3 lengths in front of I'm a Believer. Here comes Egotistical with a big run on the outside, and Monetiz is flashing home. Monetiz coming out after Egotistical. Egotistical a length in front of Monetiz. He's running about a bit, Monetiz. Then Du Bois, Egotistical in front, close to the line. He's going to be too good for them, and Egotistical wins it by 2 lengths. Monetiz second, Du Bois third.
Good win by Egotistical, and continuing a good run for young trainer Jim Parr. Well, the Lightning Handicap, traditionally an important lead up to the Elders Handicap in a fortnight, and victory here to Bataan, and a training triumph for Bob Hoisted. I've jumped a race also. The 5th event was the Queensland Oaks, just to keep the producer on his toes. The Queensland Oaks, and it was the upset by Bounding Away. She was given every chance by Mick Dittman. He was getting worried coming to the turn when she wasn't able to force out of her pocket, and at that stage Round the World had moved up on her outside and was going strongly. Finnezabelle, the New Zealander's in front. Round the World outstays her, Bounding Away, starting to really struggle now.
And the favourite's in a pocket at the moment. Finnezabelle is the leader. 300 metres to go. Round the World into second place. Dittman's gone for the whip on Bounding Away, and she's struggling. 200 metres out. Round the World loomed up on the outside. She's got a nose in front of Finnezabelle, who kicks again. They're clear of Bounding Away. Round the World just in front of Finnezabelle. Round the World a neck in front of Finnezabelle, and Round the World has won the Oaks, has beaten Finnezabelle. 4 lengths away third, Counterfeit Coin.
Good ride by Ken Russell. I've had my fingers wrapped, and knuckles, fingers, the lot. Now, the 6th event was the Lightning Handicap, and it went to Bataan, beautifully ridden by Peter Cook. As I was saying earlier, a training triumph for Bob Hoisted to bring the 3-year-old back on a winning note. Bataan, a baldy-faced horse running about 7th.
Followed by Double Schedule and Chevelle Jazz down the outside with Pete's Choice. 250 metres to go. Creolina's the leader. On the outside, Lynn's Love coming at Creolina. Creolina's hanging on. She's a neck in front of Lynn's Love, Western Ace and Sleepwalk. Bataan's flashing home on the outside. Creolina's in front. She's hanging on. Bataan and Lynn's Love coming at Creolina. They hit the wire. Bataan got up to win it by a head. Bataan first, second Lynn's Love, third Creolina, then...
Peter Cook giving Bataan a well-deserved pat there. We'll show you the slow-mo of the final stages. Now, Bataan is working into the clear. This stage, it's Creolina in front. Lynn's Love in the orange colours, working out after the leader. Now Bataan. Cook hands and heels at this stage. He thought he was going to pick the leaders up pretty quickly, but he has to go for the whip in the final 50 metres. And you'll notice Bataan duck in and causes Western Ace in the lime green colours to be checked. Cook was carpeted by the stewards, but fortunately escaped a suspension. It's Creolina still in front. Lynn's Love. Now Bataan really hitting top gear. And you'll notice Western Ace cut out there, but it certainly didn't affect the result. A well-deserved victory to Bataan. And the 7th event provided a thrilling finish, a dead heat between Palmyra Bay and King of Brooklyn, a very good 3-year-old. King of Brooklyn probably cost himself victory by inclined to hang during the race. Gave Mike Pelling a pretty torrid time. But Palmyra Bay gets through in the centre to make it a very interesting finish.
Joining in on the extreme outside, 300 metres out. King of Brooklyn's hit the lead. King of Brooklyn's just in front of Stars Are Easy. Now Palmyra Bay's coming up along the inside. King of Brooklyn's in front. Pelling's gone for the whip. Palmyra Bay trying hard to go with King of Brooklyn. King of Brooklyn and Palmyra Bay. Palmyra Bay grabbed him. King of Brooklyn kicks again. Oh, close. Very close. It's too close to call. It's Palmyra Bay or King of Brooklyn. Could go either way. Stars Are Easy probably third.
Well, it certainly was too close to call. A dead heat there between Palmyra Bay and King of Brooklyn. The 8th event was the Welter Handicap, a qualifying race for the Elders, and it was Dancing Poet, who was beautifully ridden by Shane Scriven, just holding off My Blue Kingdom. Now, Dancing Poet is just taking over at this stage. My Blue Kingdom looks certain to pick him up in the green and gold colours.
Dancing Poet, who went to the lead. Insatiate is now coming at Dancing Poet. My Blue Kingdom, Show of Flowers just behind them, and Latin Rule right down the outside. Dancing Poet on the inside, Insatiate. Now at the pair of them on the outside is My Blue Kingdom. Dancing Poet's just in front of My Blue Kingdom. Dancing Poet in front, hanging on, and he's won. Dancing Poet has just beaten My Blue Kingdom. Now it's close for third. Adatari, Latin Rule, Delphi Dazzle.
Well, I'll get it right in a minute. Dancing Poet carrying 55.5 kilos. He dropped 6 kilos in the Elders, and he's certainly in with a lightweight chance, and he can handle rain-affected going if we do happen to get a wet track on Elders Day. Here's the slow-mo now. Dancing Poet in front. Now, My Blue Kingdom's into the clear at the 200 metres, and it looked as though he was going to swamp the leader, Dancing Poet, but Shane Scriven getting busy with the whip. Insatiate 1 out, and 2 out is My Blue Kingdom. Latin Rule and Adatari run on strongly. Their performance is quite good, but it's Shane Scriven and Dancing Poet just holding on, only a head in it at the finish from My Blue Kingdom, who looks certain to break through in the near future. Final event, and a big plunge landed here on Rockard. 4-1 was bet about Rockard, who firmed in to start 2-1. And started a lot shorter with some of the bookies. Now, as they straighten up, Rockard got a dream run through on the inside to take over, and Gavin Duffy heads for home.
Scott drifted wide, and Duffy has taken the favourite through to hit the lead. 200 metres to go. Rockard in front. Bonnie Scott in second place. Ising on the outside, making ground. Now the Duff pulls the whip on Rockard. He's clear. Ising in second place, then Gallery Man. But the big plonks home, and Rockard spears to the post to win it easily. Rockard first. Second, Royal Sphere came from last on the bend. Flashed home to get second.
It was a good run by Royal Sphere, the runner-up, making up plenty of territory. Now the TAB information for the Eagle Farm meeting yesterday. 9 and 4 was the double, $65.10. 8, 9 and 4 the treble, $239 even. An extra double on Eagle Farm yesterday. 6 and 15 the dead heater King of Brooklyn there, $13.70. And 6-pick paying out Division 1 $13,555. The numbers there 8, 7, 9, 6, 10, 4 and 15. Of course, that dead heat is 6 and 10 in race 7. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene and return to have a look at the action from Rose Hill. Yesterday, and John Marshall, who's been in sparkling form, continued on his winning way with a treble yesterday at Rose Hill. And one of his winners, Broadreach, is now equal favourite for the Elders Handicap in a fortnight. He also took out the opening event on the very promising Gold Trump, who continued his winning sequence. Gold Trump now likely to come to Brisbane to tackle the Castlemaine on the Brisbane Cup Day.
This newcomer Eastwood about 2.5 major edition, and then Gold Trump. Chevelle Time not finishing quickly enough, but inside the 200, Eastwood's rider's gone for the whip. Here comes Gold Trump finishing stylishly. It's Eastwood grabbed by Gold Trump, and the top weights drawing away to make it 4 out of 4, and Gold Trump and Oliver John is
pick up the second. A couple of greys fighting it out. Smoke on the inside. The eventual winner, Royal Reel in the blue cap, going out after the leader.
Private Image, Rockall and Oliver John to the 200 metres. Royal Reel goes after Smoke. Here comes Rockall joining in from Let's Be a Star and Prince Arthur. Royal Reel puts his head in front of Smoke. On the outside, Rockall, but it's Royal Reel clinging on. He's veering off the track, but he's too good. And Royal Reel wins by a length. Rockall is second, Smoke is third.
The stablemates Timely Move and Will Odge fought out the third. Timely Move in the blinkers, and the yellow cap runs on strongly.
Immediately under pressure coming to the 200, and Zavada Lash shows the way from Will Odge. Here's Timely Move running down the outside and looking a big chance. Timely Move, Will Odge and Zavada Lash are battling it out. Timely Move on the outside has drawn about a half length. Will Odge, and Timely Move comes away. And on the line, Timely Move a half length. Will Odge second, third Zavada.
The middle pin of Marshall's treble, Stately Image in the fourth, scores very decisively.
Shapery getting up on the inside from left to shore, and a length the Stately Image, and Apollo Planet wider out, tending to labour a shade. At the 200, Ginger Bay claimed by Stately Image, and Stately Image about a half length Ginger Bay, followed by Fleet Invader and Apollo Planet. But it's Stately Image as Johnny Marshall goes for her, responding, and she's drawing away to win it easily. Stately Image, Apollo Planet second.
Zephyr Bay 3-year-old Broadreach running in second place and going boldly at this stage, takes his record to 5 from 8 starts when he scores comfortably.
The favourite Broadreach. Marshall goes for him now, and Broadreach has taken over. Wing Commander got tightened up a bit. Magic Gleam can't match Broadreach. Johnny has a quick peep to the left and right on Broadreach, and Class is telling here he's racing clear of Magic Gleam. All Chant and Pico for third. Pico's got it a nose.
Some very, very weary steeds at the end of the Stayers Cup. Lord Highbrow outplugged them all. He's clear now and cops a real hammer from this point.
Outside Malgara, forget Zamba, Anger and Indravari, but at the 200, and the rider on Lord Highbrow, young Tracy Bartley, keeping the whip on this horse, is going to bolt in. Lord Highbrow is about 6 lengths in front of String of Pearls, followed by Malgara on the outside. It'll get up for second, Malgara, but as they reach the line, Lord Highbrow's getting very, very tired, and it goes home too well.
Good finish in the 7th with Petrus in the centre, holding off Hay-Eye out wide, who looks certain to score, and Madalena making up ground late for third.
So does old Hay-Eye, and here's Petrus getting a split at the 200 metres, and Hay-Eye wideouts grabbed the lead from Petrus, and then fixed at 8 and 4. Denison from Madalena getting warmed up. Petrus and Hay-Eye with Kenzai emerging. Hay-Eye's just in front. Madalena flying. Petrus kicking back, and they hit it. Petrus a nose. Hay-Eye.
Big finish in the final event with Tropical Prince, the widest runner, backed in from 33 to 1 to start 20 to 1. Some good bets landed, defeating Mr. Siren.
The Brotherhood and Zadamore. Mr. Siren popped the question. Now True Rebels dash to the lead. Mr. Siren after him. The Brotherhood runs home reasonably, and Lord Valrigo and Zadamore with Tropical Prince. Mr. Siren's taken the lead. They're coming at him. The Brotherhood on the outside, and Tropical Prince is flying home, and he'll get up and win.
Yes, Tropical Prince there in the last few metres. The TAB information for the Rosehill meeting, 7 and 12 the double, $27.10, 10, 7 and 12 the treble, $321.70. Take a break now in Sports Scene. Come back to have a look at Sandown as the venue for Melbourne racing yesterday, and I thought a very good performance in the second event by Parsifal, who's likely to come here for the Winter Carnival now. He's a very promising 3-year-old, and I think he's one we could follow during the minor races during the carnival. First event was the hurdle, and it went to Nymphus, who defeated the favourite Steppenwolf very comfortably.
Get to Prince Lindell. Here's the last. Nymphus about 4 in front of Steppenwolf, and Star of Ours on his outside. Nymphus draws to the last. He's over it safely. Interest in the minor placing. Steppenwolf and Star of Ours. Nymphus wins easily. Steppenwolf hanging on to second placing on the outside. Star of Ours. Nymphus by 3 lengths. Steppenwolf second.
Hunters who took the short odds about Parsifal had plenty of worries. He only got there in the last 20 metres, but he did it in impressive style.
Parsifal, but Boldspot's got well clear, 3 lengths. Parsifal getting up the second. Walkathon with a big run behind them, but Boldspot well clear. Parsifal trying hard, starting to pick it up quickly now. Oh, he's going to get them. Kevin Mitchell riding hard. Parsifal racing up the Boldspot on the line. He's got there. Parsifal's got up.
Third event, and it was Voodoo Blues from the Jeff Murphy stable, running on very strongly to defeat Rose of Blarney.
Rose of Blarney swooped on the leaders. Voodoo Blues coming down the outside, and Stagecraft with a very late run. With 200 to go now, Rose of Blarney grabbed by Voodoo Blues. Stagecraft running on, but too late. Voodoo Blues shot to the lead, and Voodoo Blues is going on to win. Scores by about 1.5 lengths. Rose of Blarney second.
Fourth event was a 1,000-metre dash, and it was All Spades taking over about the 250-metre mark and untroubled until the last few metres when Black Charleston really got close.
Inside, Black Charleston out after it from Success to Trade. Judges' rule is gone. All Spades in front. Black Charleston trying to wear it down as they get near the post. All Spades tackled by Black Charleston, and Brew Up is flying. They hit the line. It's lasted, I reckon.
Fifth event went to Bronze Knight, the grey, from the George Hanlon stable, defeating IKEA.
4 of them. It's Bronze Knight, however, battling on strongly, the young horse to take the lead. IKEA is coming at it in Boston Bay. Bronze Knight just in front of IKEA and Boston Bay. He's fighting back very strongly, Bronze Knight. And the young fella's got top weight, but he's too good. The Boston Bay's running on.
Maple Princess wrapped up successive races for Darren Gauci in the Black Cap, taking over at this stage.
Dream Ruler at the 300. Melandi's going to be the danger on the outside, but the leader's going well. Our Jermaine starting to run on, but Maple Princess has burst clear, and in a purple patch of form, Maple Princess is in no danger from Melandi. Evening Rise and Dream Ruler. Maple Princess won at 4 lengths to Melandi.
Seventh event, the Chairman's Handicap, and Stardom Lane successful here. Prince Gano in the green colours runs on well.
Lane looks beaten. Stardom Lane's got the run through. It's gone up now to hit the front with about 200 to go. Stardom Lane in front of Night Lords coming away. Mill Trooper, Prince Gano and Macalo. Stardom Lane in front as they get near the line, and it's going to win by about 1/2 length to Prince Gano.
Springfield Lad in the breastplate takes over here as they come to the 200 metres and kept going. Scores by neck from Red Henry.
Running on well, but Springfield Lad, I think, is full of running. It's 1.5 lengths clear with 150 to go from Red Henry, holding it safely at bay. Past the hat, coming with a late run, but Springfield Lad is going on to win from Red Henry by about a neck.
Although the 8 events from Sandown yesterday, look now at the TAB double and treble information.
And the numbers there for the double, 4 and 4, paid $16.60. 1, 4 and 4, the treble, $55.40. And the extra double from Sandown, 3 and 13, paid $330.30. Of course, our monthly awards for racing excellence continue. And I think Ken Russell would have picked up some very good points for his Queensland Oaks victory yesterday on Round the World. And don't forget our trophy each month, these plaques, magnificent plaques from John Anderson at Bassey Investments. And points accumulated during the month. We'll be announcing the May winner and the early in... score on Flotilla in the Sires Produce, and then was beaten on the sensationally backed Knife in the final event. And as a sequel to that Knife ride, De Montfort was suspended by stewards. He will appeal, that if that appeal is unsuccessful, he'll miss the ride on Myocard in the Queensland Derby next Saturday, and of course Flotilla in the Castlemaine Stakes tomorrow week. Well, the bookies took a real hammering at Oaks Day at Eagle Farm last Saturday, but they bounced back yesterday, and they took the honours in the opening event with the success of Lap of Victory, defeating Gally Gaskins, who looked a shade unlucky, and Gally Gaskins rider Rod Hardwick was also suspended by stewards until June the 10th for causing interference in the straight.
In front of Sir Artie and Ballet Buster. Gally Gaskins on the outside and Coldwater's going for a run in the middle. There's not a great deal of room there. Lap of Victory on the outside, running on strongly. Gally Gaskins is looming up as a big danger to Gretzky. Gretzky's just in front of Gally Gaskins, 150 metres to go. Now Lap of Victory coming at the pair of them on the outside. Gally Gaskins is just in front. Gretzky's gone. Lap of Victory's the danger to Gally Gaskins. It's Lap of Victory and Gally Gaskins. They split the wire and Lap of Victory's got up to win it. Lap of Victory beat Gally Gaskins, third Gretzky and fourth.
We've got a slow-mo of that incident in the straight where Gally Gaskins did shift ground in a little bit and inconvenienced Coldwater, and Gary Willits, the rider of Coldwater, protested. Now, they're the two widest runners of the leading division. Gally Gaskins in the blue cap, and on his inside is Coldwater. You can see getting tightened up for room between Gally Gaskins and Ballet Master. Stewards reasoned that the interference didn't affect the placings, but certainly Coldwater was inconvenienced for a few strides there. And again, as Gally Gaskins moved in, Gary Wills didn't have a lot of room on Coldwater, but it's Gally Gaskins going out after the favourite Gretzky, and the outside is Lap of Victory, the grey, running on strongly now, well ridden by Marie Linden, and Coldwater just starting to regain his momentum again. He certainly wouldn't have been in the finish, but he should have been a lot closer to the winner, Lap of Victory, who's the grey, overhauling Gally Gaskins. Gretzky a sound third after being forced into the role of pacemaker. Second event, and a lovely ride by Mick Dittman on Mr. Marceau. Dittman was in all sorts of trouble early trying to restrain the three-year-old, but once he got cover, he settled nicely, and he runs on very strongly to defeat the outsider Rimlad.
He's raced to the front. Mr. Marceau in front of Rimlad, 200 metres out. It's Mr. Marceau a length in front of Rimlad, then Coin the Lot and Granite. But despite the fact that he pulled hard in the early stages, the good thing's home, and Dittman sends him straight to the wire to win it easily. Mr. Marceau first, Rimlad second, third Granite followed in by Coin.
Then came the Grand Prix, and a lot of sentiment riding with Bounding Away and Mick Dittman. She didn't win, but she certainly wasn't disgraced. Finn Isabel, the New Zealand filly, scores here. She's going out after My Precocious Lad.
50 metres to go. On the outside, Delphi Dazzle coming at them and joining in Finezabelle, Bounding Away and Princess Gracious next. Finezabelle is just in front of My Precocious Lad. My Precocious Lad kicking again. Finezabelle, My Precocious Lad. Finezabelle in front, they hit it, and she's won it. Finezabelle first. Finezabelle has beaten My Precocious Lad. Tight for third, Delphi Dazzle, Princess Gracious.
Bounding Away only fifth, but she did strike severe interference at around about the 1,300 metre mark, and her effort was first class. She's in with a show in the Derby next Saturday. Fourth event went to Burglar of Banff, who's had some sort of a throat problem, but he had these gasping for air as he gets a run right through on the inside.
50 metres to go. Here's the Burglar. He's coming right up along the inside. He's chasing Cheval Jazz. He's caught him and he's taken the lead. Burglar of Banff is in front. Duffy goes for the whip on Cheval Jazz. He can't match it with Burglar of Banff, and Burglar of Banff is going to the line to win with something up his sleeve. Burglar of Banff first, second Cheval Jazz, 3 lengths away third, either Tiger Haze or Perspiration.
One to follow out of that, Cheval Jazz. I think he could score in a similar graduation event. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene and return to have a look at the Ansett Cup, a one-act affair for Tolai. As we're looking at the Ansett Cup, it's the prime lead-up to the Elders Handicap next Saturday, and a few chances went out the window when Tolai blitzed his opposition. He was in front all the way, scored in very fast time from Paris Bow and Canny Lash, a great third.
Hale Report and Atlantic Mission a handy. Atlantic Mission a bit wide. Double schedule next on the inside of Dare Paris Bow. Catering King is trapped out very deep. He's about 4 or 5 wide. Then Canny Lass, who's racing on the outside of Jewel Planet. Centenary getting back in the field with James Tradition. And Rendu's last of all on settling down. And as they head down the side, 700 metres out, Tolai just in front of Captivan. In the middle there, Dancing Report, Bataan Society Bay just behind them. Followed by Duke Abigail Report, Catering King, Dare, Paris Bow, Rendu picking up ground, double schedule, Canny Lass, Jewel Planet, Bicentenary. Then Atlantic Mission and James Tradition is last into the straight, 400 metres to go. Tolai kicked away from them. He's about 2 lengths in front of Dancing Report and Captivan. Bataan over on the inside under the whip, then Society Bay. Dare trying to get out. She's shouldering away into the clear, and right down the outside is Rendu, but Tolai's nicely clear. He's exploded away from them. He's about 5 lengths in front, Tolai. Paris Bow into second place, and then Rendu on the outside. But Tolai is killing them in the run to the post. Tolai goes to the line and scores easily. Paris Bow second, Canny Lass third, fourth Rendu.
Well, undoubtedly, the trials by Paris Bow and Canny Lass were very good to fill the placings behind Tolai. They're going to be suited by the 1,400 metres next week, particularly Canny Lass, who didn't have a lot of room in the straight. But I thought a very good effort from Bicentenary, who was held up at a crucial stage in the straight. Now, he's a horse in black cap, about third last, and about 4 off the fence. You can see Ken Russell's still throwing him, trying to get clear of horses in front of him. On his outside is Atlantic Mission, who also raced very well after covering plenty of ground in the middle part. But it's Tolai well clear. Paris Bow working home nicely into second, and Canny Lass finally getting galloping room, runs on strongly late to hold down third, Rendu fourth, and then here's these two, Bicentenary and Atlantic Mission, both going to the line very strongly, particularly Bicentenary, who came from second last, and he's going to be suited next week in the Elders. He's certainly an each-way chance. The O'Shea Stakes, the weight for age over 2,400 metres, very important. Brisbane Cup lead up, and Silver Elm. Our Silver Elm, she races here as the New Zealand mare, beautifully ridden by David Walsh, always in the firing line. She's the grey moving up to take over now, and the widest runner, Maya Card.
Samara's taken the lead, but is tackled immediately by our Silver Elm. Maya Carter's coming into it with a great run on the outside, and then Shining Wood, Never Quit, and Cutter Page. 250 metres to go. Our Silver Elm is the leader, just in front of Maya Card. Cutter Page is going for a run near the inside. Our Silver Elm just in front. Maya Card trying hard on the outside. It's our Silver Elm just in front of Maya Card. Maya Card driving at our Silver Elm. They hit the line, and our Silver Elm has just beaten Maya Card. Our Silver Elm first, Maya Card second, Cutter Page.
Well, beaten but not disgraced Maya Card, his first run for 5 weeks, and he's going to be sharpened up by that run for the Derby next Saturday. I want to highlight the run of Argonaut Style in this. Now, he's the widest runner there, just going out of Canberra range. Watch him at the finish. He's flying in 5th place. It's our Silver Elm in front. The horse in the yellow colours is Colour Page, and his outside Shining Wood, who's also a Brisbane Cup chance. Maya Card trying valiantly after covering a bit of ground on the home turn to pick up our Silver Elm. Shining Wood's effort was good. He's battling away well there under whip riding from Larry Olsen, but it's our Silver Elm, who was beautifully ridden by David Walsh, just holding on from Maya Card, gallant in defeat, and the eye-catching run came from Argonaut Style, who finishes there just coming into Canberra range in the red and green colours. An outstanding cup trial by the ruling cup favourite. 7th event was the Sire's Produce, and Flotilla with the inside barrier was able to get a lovely trail in about 4th or 5th place. The leader, Superb Effort, did a good job. He had to come from a wide alley and raced a little bit keenly.
Further back, Navajo Girl, Lord Westminster, Mud Crab, Amboise starting to go forward, but giving them a long start. Well in the straight, 300 metres to go. Superb Effort still the leader. He's clear. He's kicked away. He's 3 lengths in front of On Water. Flotilla to the outside, starting to make ground, and then All Ashore. Superb Effort in front. He's starting to feel the pinch. He's stopping. Here comes Flotilla with a great run. Flotilla raced straight past Superb Effort, shoots to the front, and he's home and hose. Flotilla's too good for Superb Effort. Flotilla first, Superb Effort second, All Ashore third, then...
Well, the punters were losing at this point, coming to the final event, and they really went for the Sydney-trained Knife in a big way. He started odds on. He's very deep on the track, just outside the grey Royal Samurai at this point, and not a winning threat, but he runs on well. The winner here is Thanking You in the red colours.
Vakiro, Knife on the outside, starting to hit top gear, but he's still giving them a long start. Thanking You, the Bolter took the lead with 100 metres to go. It's Thanking You in front of El Vakiro and Associate. Thanking You's hanging on. My Blue Kingdom's flying home at the land. They hit it, and Thanking You's just lasted to beat My Blue Kingdom. Thanking You.
Thanking You automatically qualifies now for the Elders handicap. The runner-up there, My Blue Kingdom, a shade unlucky, a good effort. And he could be an outside Elders hope if he does scrape into the field. Now the double and treble information for the Eagle Farm meeting. 6 and 3, the double, $54.20. 14, 6 and 3, the treble, $386.30. And the extra double from Eagle Farm, 13 and 17, paid $562.50. And 6-pick, understandably, jackpots. No one picking up the winning combination there, 14, 2, 6, 13, 3 and 17. Take a break now in Sports Scene and return to have a look at the Randwick meeting from Sydney. Randwick meeting yesterday, and Brian Mayfield-Smith, the premiership trainer, was out of luck at Eagle Farm with Colour Page, but he did pick up a winning double at home at Randwick, and taking out the opening event with the odds-on favourite Weight in Gold, who was in front and in control as they straightened up, untroubled to defeat Densako by a bit over 2 lengths.
And the favourite Weight in Gold just in front from Admiral Benbow. Densako looking for the run, followed by She Excels, and then Regal Czar, and the widest runner is General Reserve at the 220, and Weight in Gold quickly shook off Admiral Benbow. General Reserve is only plugging. Densako getting clear, but Weight in Gold is a big leader, and Weight in Gold in no danger. Densako second. General Reserve runs into third place, but a breeze.
Bruce Compton at his vigorous best on the leader, Prince Invader, to take out the second. Under extreme pressure, Prince Invader held off Mount Curl.
Dark Skies comes after Prince Invader, Bellara next, and then Sir Valentino putting in a run. King Zephyr not getting a lot of room, and then Sir Comaray. Sir Valentino after Prince Invader, 120 to go. Prince Invader still in front. Sir Valentino second, and right down the outside, Mount Curl, but Prince Invader's fighting on too well.
Second win for the Mayfield-Smith stable when Fix the Date took out the third. Fix the Date in grey colours, easing to the outside, runs on generously.
Come to the 250, and Brits Kingdom wide out has joined Bo Jacob, the burnt offspring of Pearls, and Fix the Date getting warmed up. Port Fair getting no room. Brits Kingdom, Bo Jacob, and Fix the Date. Port Fair getting up on the inside, but Fix the Date on the outside. He's finishing powerfully. Port Fair won't get him, and Fix the Date's just won it.
Fort Denison held a big break as they straightened in the fourth. Billy Asset working into second place and goes to the post too strongly, in the end to score by a length.
Latest word with our jug labouring. Now Billy Asset goes after Fort Denison. Past the 200, Fort Denison under the whip, a half to Billy Asset. They're very tight. Billy Asset pegging back the weakening Fort Denison, and then Regal Native, but Billy Asset's coming away, and it's a well-deserved win.
Tight finish to the fifth with Peaceful Kingdom in the centre, just getting the nod from Brother Peter, the baldy-faced runner, out in the centre.
Brother Peter starting to run home, and then Peaceful Kingdom. Eau de Toile immediately under pressure. Roxanne almost joined by Brother Peter. Then Peaceful Kingdom. Eau de Toile's in reverse. Roxanne headed by Brother Peter. Peaceful Kingdom between them, battling on well. Brother Peter just in front. Peaceful Kingdom coming at Brother Peter. Brother Peter just in front. All close. Brother Peter on the outside, or Peaceful Kingdom.
The short price favourite, Will Echo, successful in the sixth from Impoverished, who came from a mile back.
Balmoral Mick makes a line of 4. Impoverished down the outside with a deuce, and then Mossina and Galactic Warrior. And at the head of the others, Exile Sun. Will Echo in front inside the 200. Impoverished goes to second, but Will Echo's pinched 2 lengths on Impoverished, and it's a winning break. And then Balmoral Mick and a swarm of horses, but Will Echo will win it well. Will Echo's won from Impoverished.
Tremendous finish to the seventh. 3 horses with little between them on the line. Lucky Rass, the winner, in the black and orange colours, in second place at this stage.
Mighty Zephyr in front. Lucky Rass is having a shot at him. Third is Senshire, then Inconceivable. Max Treasure and Calaboose. It's Mighty Zephyr by G's fighting on. Lucky Rass has almost joined him, followed by Inconceivable. And here's old Peaceful Joe. Lucky Rass, Mighty Zephyr, and Peaceful Joe. Oh, it's a 3-horse war to the...
Chez Paris ran on stylishly to grab the leader about the 100-metre mark in the final event and defeat Classic Victory.
Simply fine. Classic Victory being nursed along by the rider Johnny Marshall. Comes to the 200. A length clear on Classic Ella, followed by Chez Paris rocketing down the outside. She's a big danger, Chez Paris. She races after Classic Victory to head her off. And Chez Paris is forging away now from Classic Victory and Cheery Miss. And Chez Paris wins nicely.
Well, that was the Sydney action. Now the TAB information for the Randwick meeting, and the double numbers there. Good girl. 2 and 9 the double, $82.80. 5, 2 and 9 the treble, $417.10. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene. Come back to have a look at the action from the Saucer Circuit, Moonee Valley. Again, as we look now at the Moonee Valley meeting yesterday, Darren Gauchi's been in superb form in recent weeks, and he continued that form yesterday with a winning double on the prize fighter and Nazinski. But the opening event was the hurdle. There was a 2-horse war between Narako and Net Call, but Narako just too strong. And Philip Alderman, the flat jockey, scoring over the hurdles.
Easy winner. Wins by 6 lengths. Second home, Net Call, 4 lengths third.
Second to Wolverton Diamond, clear at this stage and untroubled.
Of money and Mars draw, but Wolverton Diamond was going to win a long way from home, and she'll get the money all right. Wolverton Diamond, she wins by 2.5. Great run second, Bianco Flyer, 8 lengths away, third, Dreams of Money.
The well-backed Sir Teak scoring comfortably in the steeplechase.
Towards the last 6 in front. Here he comes, Sir Teak. Oh, he's over it. Dipped on landing, but he's safely home. And a beautiful ride by N. Harnett, taking Sir Teak, the favourite, an easy winner. by 5. Second lap sang 6 lengths, Top Music third.
Fourth went to Nazinski and Darren Gauci, holding off Caesar's Right, the grey.
Switching path a little, is in front of Caesar's Right, getting towards the line, and Nazinski got the money by 3/4 Caesar's Right, about 4 lengths away. Third's very tight.
The prize fighter at short odds, the horse with the baldy face, had to be shaken up by Gauci to defeat Seeger.
Coming out to the favourite, the prize fighter a half in front of Seeger on the outside. The prize fighter ahead in front, Seeger trying hard. The favourite kicking back there, the prize fighter wins at a half length to Seeger, a length and a half.
The sixth over 2,600 metres went to Prince Pisces in the red colours on the inside.
From Payakalani, Roman Luck. Bengal Charger ahead in front. Prince Pisces comes again from Payakalani. Prince Pisces, Bengal Charger and Payakalani. Prince Pisces just in front. Payakalani lunged at him on the inside. Oh, there's nothing in this.
Seventh event went to Joyo in the centre. Looked to be in trouble for a couple of strides, but found something to defeat Suzendi.
Well down the outside, Joyo the leader, English Charm finishing over the top of it though. English Charm moved up to Joyo and Suzendi. It's Joyo hanging on. Joyo's fought back to win this a half head.
To the cheers of punters in the field, the favourite in the final event defeating Action Stations.
Bow Lane with 150 to go, and punters, your prayers are answered. Home he goes in the field. Races away from Bow Lane and Action Stations kicking again, but in the field, class will prevail. Wins a half length. Action Stations second and nose to Bow Lane third.
In the field, the favourite in the final event. Now the TAB information for Moonee Valley. 6 and 1 the double, $20 even. 6, 4 and 1 the treble, $58.50. And the extra double from Moonee Valley, 5 and 1, paid $99.30. Well, don't forget, we've got points to collate now for the outstanding performances in racing in Brisbane during the last month. We'll have our monthly award winner next week, and the prize, of course, will be one of these lovely plaques donated by John Anderson from Bassey Investments. And no doubt Graham Watson and Ted Best, the jockey-trainer combination of Tolai taking out the Ansett Cup, would earn big points for their performances yesterday. If you do want one of those plaques, you can get in touch with John Anderson at Bassey Investments, Post Office Box 241, Ferny Hills 4055, the postcode 355 5631, the phone number there. That's our racing action this week. Racing meetings this week we have on Wednesday at Doomben, Thursday at Bundam, and of course the big double header at Eagle Farm next Saturday. It's Elders Handicap Day on Saturday, the Derby also, and then Brisbane Cup and Castlemaine on the Monday.
I think he tries to get through. There's no room, and he's going to be pinched back, and Chris is going to have to kind of stand. See, right there.
Yep.
Yanks up and turns him sideways. Oh, look at that. Oh, rough trip.
And that was the race as far as Ali Sheba was concerned. He couldn't quite do what he did in the Derby.
He couldn't withstand that, and Bet Twice by this time is gone. He's 3 or 4 in front and going easily with no threat whatsoever.
By UCAN and Monitors. Tully's Blue to the outside, starting to pick up ground, and then Paolina, 250 metres to go. Ravenstone nicely cleared. Dittman's gone for the whip on him. It's Ravenstone a length in front of Filter and Handsome Pal trying hard on the outside, and then Hopeton Star. Ravenstone in front close to the line. Dittman riding very hard, and Ravenstone and the colours made famous by the mighty Todman scores a great win. Ravenstone first. Ravenstone beat Filter, third Handsome Pal, fourth.
The second to another visitor, Isoma from the Victorian stable of Ian Saunders, and we're going to hear a lot more of this 3-year-old. He won in a canter, only novice company yesterday, but you're soon going to see him in open class.
Back in 5th place, then Ace it up, 250 metres to go. Russell said go, and Isomer raced straight past Samata, kicks away, leads by 3 lengths. Isomer looks home and hosed, about 3 lengths in front. In second place is Samata, then Monroe Violante on the outside, but this is going to bolt in. He's right down close to the line, scores by 6 lengths. Isomer, an easy winner. Monroe Violante second. Tight for third. It's a photo finish between Over the Blues and Samata, then at MAL.
The Brisbane stables were completely shut out in the early stages of yesterday's meeting because the third went to Miss Lily from Grafton. Well prepared Miss Lily. She's under pressure at this stage, but she really kicks back strongly.
Then Lap of Victory and Coldwater. Son Song is next on the outside. General Grant just in front, 200 metres to go. Miss Lily's kicking again on the inside, then Fired Tint, Lap of Victory and Son Song. Miss Lily's hit the lead again. She's just in front of General Grant. Miss Lily, General Grant, Son Song flying home on the outside. It's Miss Lily in front. They hit the wire, and she's won it, Miss Lily. Miss Lily has beaten either Son Song or General Grant, then Fired Tint and Silent Show.
Next up was the Rothwell's Queensland Derby. Rather sensational derby it turned out to be. Meyer Card held up for a run in the straight, the odds-on pop, and he was beaten out of a place. The winner here, Princess Gracious, looked in plenty of bother halfway down the straight when Mr. Marceau raced past her, but Larry Olsen and the gallant filly kicked back. Now, Meyer Card at this stage is racing in the centre of the field. Now, he goes back to last, and you'll see him in the straight getting in trouble on the inside.
King of Brooklyn and Mr. Marceau. At the winning post the first time, not a great deal of speed on. Dandy Andy with the advantage of the inside, leads by a neck. Bounding away second and travelling pretty easily. Followed by Stealthy Knight on the outside of Bounding Away, and then Delphi Dazzle and Finezabelle together. Princess Gracious 3 wide. My Precocious Lad midfield on the inside of Sabrino, and then Latin Rule, King of Brooklyn, Mr. Marceau, and a length off last is Myocard. Latin Rule raced very erratically on the turn out of the straight. He speared off the track and he cannoned straight into Mr. Marceau. They didn't lose a great deal of ground. There's no speed on. 1,600 metres to go. Dandy Andy's the pacemaker. Dandy Andy 1 in front, Bounding Away second, and Stealthy Knight is ahead away third, but 3 wide. Delphi Dazzle a half length away fourth on the inside, then Finezabelle, Princess Gracious, My Precocious Lad, followed by Sabrino, Mr. Marceau, King of Brooklyn. Latin Rule second last, and Myocard is a length off last. They're just cantering, 1,300 metres out. Who'll be the first one to make a move? Dandy Andy's the leader. Dandy Andy a length in front of Bounding Away. Stealthy Knight a hit away third on the outside. One to Delphi Dazzle, who's fourth on the inside of Finezabelle. Then Princess Gracious, My Precocious Lad. No one's made a move as yet. Then Sabrino on the outside. Latin Rule, Mr. Marceau, King of Brooklyn. And Myocard still last of all, 8 lengths from the leader. 850 metres to go. Dandy Andy in front of Bounding Away. Moving a little bit closer now, the filly on the outside. In third spot is Stealthy Knight, and then Delphi Dazzle on the inside of Finezabelle. Princess Gracious still wide. Over on the inside is My Precocious Lad, then Sabrino. Going forward is Mr. Marceau. Myocard, he's taking the shortcuts. He's going right up along the inside. He's gone from last up into about midfield now. Followed by King of Brooklyn and Latin Rule, still racing a little ungenerously at the rear. Coming on towards the home turn. It's a packing field as the Derby set sail for the judge. Bounding Away, loomed up on the outside of Dandy Andy. Stealthy Knight coming at them on the outside. Myocard's got that lovely run on the rails. He's just going to need a touch of luck from now on. And Mr. Marceau is joining in quickly on the outside. 250 metres to go. Mr. Marceau's hit the lead. Myocard can't get out. Finezabelle's there in the middle. Mr. Marceau in front of Finezabelle. Stealthy Knight. Latin Rule next on the outside. Mr. Marceau in front. Princess Gracious is cutting him down. Mr. Marceau, Princess Gracious. The Princess grabbed the lead. Princess Gracious first. Mr. Marceau second. Myocard in a photo with Finezabelle for third.
What a courageous performance that was by Princess Gracious. Mr. Marceau sprinted past her at the 300-metre mark, and she was able to fight back and just gain a narrow victory. We'll show you the slow-mo now. Myocard over on the inside. Now, Dandy Andy shifted ground the leader, and Myocard struggling to get through on the inside. Dandy Andy just rolls back and chops him out, Bounding Away the grey on the outside. Further out, Stealthy Knight in the green cap. There's Mr. Marceau in the white, and Princess Gracious behind her. Now, keep your eye on Myocard. He's still balked for a run over on the inside, and he gets clear from about this point. Peter Cook putting him under the whip now, and you'll see he runs to the line quite generously. It's problematical whether he would have won or not. At this stage, it's Mr. Marceau clear, Princess Gracious lunging, and Finezabelle on the inside, and here's Myocard starting to get warmed up in the last 100 metres. Myocard is still in the Brisbane Cup tomorrow. Peter Cook felt he would have just about won yesterday, and his trainer Jeff Chapman certainly supported those thoughts. It would be very interesting to see how the 3-year-old backs up in the Cup tomorrow. We'll take a break now on Sports Scene as we look now at the Elders Handicap from Eagle Farm yesterday, and a triumph for Graham Cook on Dancing Poet, and a training triumph for Bill Calder, who set this horse for the Elders some months back. The track had become a little on the soft side by now, and it certainly suited Dancing Poet. That's the Kiwi filly, Society Bay, taking off in front.
Dancing Report is showing speed with Rendu in the early stages. Goldor Me, Dancing Poet began nicely. Bank Coin showing plenty of dash, and coming across from out wide is Bataan and New Atlantis. Drifting back is Dare with Canny Lass, Max Treasure, James Tradition. Winters next on the inside, followed by Paris Bow. Playful Princess can't stay in touch with them early. Then Royal Samurai and Dinky Flyers last of all. Society Bay the leader, 850 to go. Society Bay a length in front. Bank Coin, Bataan second and third. Dancing Report is fourth. Wonder Magic Flute, and going up on the outside is New Atlantis. Wonder Bicentenary on the inside of Rendu. Then Max Treasure, Dancing Poet midfield inside of Thanking You and James Tradition. Followed by Canny Lass, Playful Princesses next on the inside. Paris Bow giving them a long start. Goldor Me and Royal Samurai a fair way back with Winter and Dares. Last of all, there's a fall. Winter's down and Rendu's down. Two of them down on the turn into the straight. 400 metres to go. And Society Bay, she's exploded away from them. She's 3 lengths in front of Dancing Report. Dancing Poet into third place. Bataan next on the outside. Magic Flute starting to make ground. Society Bay in front. She's stopping. Dancing Report coming after her. Dancing Poet on the outside joining in as well. Dancing Poet's going to be the one. He dashed up to them, takes the lead. Dancing Poet's too good, drawing clear close to the line. And Dancing Poet beats Society Bay. Dancing Report third, then Playful.
The big race just marred to some degree by that two-horse fall at the home turn. The good news, of course, that the jockeys escaped injury and the stewards deemed it to be accidental. We'll show you that incident now. Coming up to the 600 metres, and about 6th or 7th place, Rendu, just on the outside of that horse with the bright red colours there. Now, if Rendu's first to go down, Gold or Me cannons into him, somehow retains his footing, and there goes Brian York over the top of Winter. Winter didn't actually come down. Rendu sustained some lacerations to his head, but otherwise appeared to have escaped injury. But Gold or Me, very, very lucky to stay on his feet there. Well, it was a triumph for Graham Cook. He's back in Brisbane this season after 3 years in Singapore, and naturally he was elated after Dancing Poet's success. Well, Graham, Dancing Poet got back further than I thought he would.
Yes, but I didn't hunt him up to stay up there because, you know, the track as loose as what it is. I thought, you know, try and reserve as much as I could for the run home.
You're always confident in the straight?
From the 800 metres I was confident. He was just travelling so easily, right behind Magic Flute, and I just had to keep easing him back a little to hold that position.
Well, it must be a great feeling because you've come back to Brisbane after 3 years in Singapore and you've struggled a little bit for rides.
Yes, Bart, I've been struggling. I don't know if I'll still struggle, but that makes up for a lot of struggle, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, Dancing Poet now going into the Rothmans, and you've ridden the double before on Speedo. Can Dancing Poet do it?
Well, you know, the Rothmans is a different race again, but, you know, he's got the ability to do it. If he can stay in this form, he's a great chance.
Good on you, Cookie. Well, the 6th event for the 2-year-olds, and I think a very promising youngster here in Don't Play. He looked 100 to 1 chance at the home turn. He's in blue and white colours, back one off the fence, still 6 or 7 lengths from the leaders.
He's headed for the middle of the track. He's looking for the better going. He's coming after them pretty quickly. Mondo Ed just in front of Valdius, and then Silver Scout on the outside, followed by Don't Play, who's starting to make up ground now, and then Roulade on the outside. Valdius in front, but here comes Don't Play. Duffy wielding the whip. Don't Play grabs the lead and is too good at the end. Don't Play first. Don't Play beat Valdius, Silver Scout third, then...
Samara, the Sydney mare, was booked to go to stud after yesterday's racing, but Connections might have to change their mind after the ease of her win. Peter Cook's ridden a lot of winners, but not many easier than this. Samara, who was reportedly hopeless in rain-affected going, won in a canter from the New Zealander, the Red Jack.
Banners out 3 and 4 deep and going backwards at the moment. Then Mr. Pepper Cuba's Gold, the Red Jack, followed by Cheered Charlie on the outside. Then Globetrotter, he's running about 8th coming to the bend. Further back came Gold Deck Limitless, Beaver Boy, Pinehurst and Rain Guard last. Into the straight, 400 metres to go, and Samara cruised to the front of the outside, and she's dashed away from them, and the boy has still got a big grip on her. He snuck a look over the right shoulder, then over the left, and Samara's about 4 lengths in front of One Guinea, followed by the Red Jack, and then Gold Deck making ground, but with 100 metres to go, it's all Samara. She's nicely clear of them. It's an armchair ride for Cook, really. He gives her a couple of slaps with the whip close to the line, and she wins untouched by 6 lengths. The Red Jack second, tied for third, Gold Deck or One Guinea. Next.
Well, Let Me Tell was the pre-post favourite for the final event. He went for a real bath in the betting when the track became so badly cut up. He's out to start 7 to 1. He's the widest runner there, the grey with the lime green colours, and he scores well under a big weight.
He's way out in the middle of the track, but he's taken the lead, Let Me Tell. He's about 2 lengths in front. Now, Stable Gossip's the one to come after him. York goes for the whip now, and Let Me Tell. He's revelling in the going. He's about 2 clear of Stable Gossip, and he's home and hosed. Let Me Tell is racing away in the run to the line. Scores easily. Let Me Tell first. Stable Gossip second. Warlike third. Lakewood.
That performance under the big weight is certain to make Let Me Tell one of the early favourites for the Rothmans next month. Now the TAB information, 18 and 7 the double at Eagle Farm, $70.80, 16, 18 and 7 the treble combination, just shy of $2,000, and the extra double there, 3 and 2, paid $23.90. And 6-pick, 16, 12, 18, 3, 7 and 2, pretty difficult yesterday, in fact too difficult for the punters, Division 1 jackpotting. And of course, at Eagle Farm tomorrow, the venue for Sydney racing yesterday, John Marshall, a winning double. He's eased just a few clear of Mick Dittman in the very tight premiership race, and of course Malcolm Johnston lurking just behind the top pair. The opening event at Randwick provided a thrilling finish. Zavada Lass looked certain to score, but Scandia just worried her out of the prize.
3 deep as they straighten a length and a half, Zavada Lass, followed by QV Bell, and behind those Willodge and a length the Timely Move. Down to the 220, and Seedling is just in front now. Tour Guide dropping off. Second on the outside, Zavada Lass, who's running a big race, and then comes Timely Move. QV Bell won't go on, but the leader's Zavada Lass now. Second is Scandia kicking back. Zavada Lass just in front of Scandia and Zavada Lass. I think Zavada Lass on the outside, and no...
Classic Hand in the Hyperion colours, pink and black, about 4 or 5 off the fence, moves up to take the lead at the 200 and goes on to defeat Kentucky Drummer in the second.
Classic Hand has taken a narrow break. Kentucky Drummer's coming at him. Classic Hand and Kentucky Drummer have burnt off Prince Marcaster and Rockall. Classic Hand on the inside and Kentucky Drummer, but Classic Hand is doing too well for Kentucky Drummer. Then take the kitty.
Classic Keller took out the third, well tried to start 15 to 4 and defeated Parler, who looked a threat halfway down the straight.
It's Janelli on the inside and Classic Ella. Classic Ella's got the head in front now from Janelli. A length away Parler, and here comes Baydayonge putting in her claim now. Forget about Janelli, the leader Classic Ella. Parler second, then Baydayonge, whose run's ended, but Classic Ella's holding on, and it's going to get the money.
Chez Paris from the Tommy Smith stable took out the fourth from Gypsy Reward and You're the Reason.
At the 250 and You're the Reason, a half-sound dollar. Battling on Chez Paris, 3 deep, and then Gypsy Reward and Grand Cindy. Now Chez Paris puts the acid test to You're the Reason, and Chez Paris kicked nearly a length. You're the Reason. On the outside, Gypsy Reward not picking up Chez Paris, and here's another one for the T.J. Smith stable. Chez Paris is going to win it and scores a length and a quarter on the line.
Heavy rain as they come around the corner in the June Stakes. Magic Gleam was patiently ridden early, but runs on strongly in orange and black colours.
Starting to come home well at the 220. Plumshore's rider's gone for the whip. Magic Gleam is cutting him down now, and Magic Gleam on the inside went swoosho and draws away from Plumshore, who's running off under pressure, and it's all Magic Gleam is streaking right away with Sydney's leading rider J. Marshall aboard it. It will beat Plumshore and Grand Gaelic convincingly.
The Brotherhood, well handled by Craig Carmody, took out the sixth. He's in second place, just going up to take on the leader.
Misbelieve, but now as they top the rise and go to the 250, and the Brotherhood has raced to the lead. On the outside, Mr. Tasman moving into second place to go after the Brotherhood. He's no good thing, the Brotherhood. Mr. Tasman's grinding away on the outside. Now the Brotherhood, Carmody gets stuck into him. Mr. Tasman, he's starting to die on his run, and the Brotherhood's coming away. And if ever a horse had a charmed run in...
Badge Elise and John Marshall taking out the seventh, just out slogging their rivals, and the track starting to get close to heavy.
On the straight at the 300, and the Cheval Dessert claimed by Badge Elise. Hot Zephyr sticking on the outside, and these horses are clear now of Clamotta, followed then by Kalani's Pick and Captain Courageous, but Badge Elise shook off Hot Zephyr, and on the inside, the Cheval Dessert, and it's Badge Elise in front. Cheval Dessert starting to kick back, Clamotta moving to third, but Badge Elise is going to be a little too good.
Final event went to Crossroads in a thrilling finish from Olympic Flame and Card Shark. Crossroads lunges in the last 20 metres.
Third position at this stage, Copper Wing and then Olympic Flame. And Card Shark sticking on reasonably for Dennison at the 200 metres. He's a length in front. Card Shark sticks on. So does Crossroads. Fort Dennison getting weary. Card Shark and Crossroads have caught him. And on the outside, Olympic Flame, Card Shark and Crossroads are battling it out. Card Shark just in front. Crossroads and Olympic Flame lunge at Card Shark.
Although the 8 events from Randwick yesterday, as you can see, the track was really getting on the heavy side towards the end of the meeting. A look now at the TAB information for Randwick. And 5 and 3 was the double numbers, $11 and $70. 3, 5 and 3 is the treble combination there from Randwick. I think we're going to take a break now at the Flemington meeting yesterday. Narako, the jumper, has been in great form. He scored at his previous 2 starts. He sent out the favourite yesterday in the hurdle, and he did the job again in fine style. He and Royal Sea drew to the last together, but Narako was clearly too strong at the end of the 4,000 metres.
Narako getting out and coming after him now. On the outside, Sir Agrafo's run his race. I think Narako's sprinting quickly now. Has raced to Royal Sea as they come to the last, and they're together. Narako, Royal Sea drew to it. Narako on the outside of Royal Sea, 3 to Sir Agrafo, and now Narako's taken the lead. He's coming away from Royal Sea, and it's another good performance by this bloke. Narako makes it 3 in a row, goes down to the line to win by a length and a quarter. Cut Royal Sea off, made no difference on the line.
Jeff Murphy trained Bold Magic, took out the second for the 2-year-olds. He's the widest runner in the dark colours and the red cap.
By Bold Magic running on strongly. Bold Magic on the outside has raced up to take the lead with Laurentin with 200 to go. Prince Palabam's dropped out. Sir Magnum getting going again. Bold Magic, the outside, is the leader near the line, however, and Bold Magic's coming away to beat Laurentin, a decent run. Sir Magnum third, and then Ascot.
One horse that fared the steeple, Tingahari, by a street from Southerly Drift.
Angelo and Region, but Tingahari with 300 to go is about 4 or 5 in front. The race is all over. Southerly Drift struggling on in second placing, and Roger and Out finishing strongly behind it. Tingahari's going to win by 6 or 8. Roger and Out's trying to get up on the inside. is getting up on the inside, but I doubt if it'll quite make it for second. No, Southerly drifts second.
Our Watchman looked pretty good taking out the fourth over 2,000 metres. He breaks clear at this stage, goes on well to score by 4 lengths.
Watchman broke clear, brisk second from Stardom Lane, then Damsel, Prince Gano, Mill Trooper and Rendali, but with 200 to go, our Watchman's given them the slip properly. It's going to walk in, our Watchman well clear. In second placing still is Brisk as they go down to the line.
The fifth down the straight, and it's Kilmurray and Judges Rule out on the grandstand side fighting it out. Only a short half head in at the finish.
Ginger Moss is down with 150 to go. Kilmurray and Judges Rule fighting it out wide from Flyaway. Star of Danielle the Fence. Judges Rule getting to Kilmurray. Kilmurray just in front of Judges Rule. Desperately ridden. It's hanging on its one. Kilmurray's just beaten Judges Rule.
Down they charge the straight again in the sixth. Moonlight Bandit on the grandstand side and the blinkers and the white cap.
Well in front, Lord Vane, Seeger and Moonlight Bandit heading them all off. It's Lord Vane desperately ridden, but Moonlight Bandit has got clear. With about 100 metres to go, it's Moonlight Bandit in front and it's going to win. Moonlight Bandit has won it from Seeger or Lord Vane.
Springfield Lad takes out the seventh at breastplate, and dark colours with the red cap storming up down the centre.
As they pass the 300-metre mark and Bow Lane, Springfield Lad got to the lead, tackled now by Bow Lane and O'Ban, and past the hat coming with a good run from Pure Shake. Many chances, Springfield Lad, Bow Lane fighting it out. Springfield Lad just in front the outer. He's won it, Springfield Lad. He's too strong for Bow Lane.
Ever So Gold catches up with IKEA just inside the 200 metres, but had a good battle from that point, only scored by a half neck.
It's a length and a half in front. Ever So Gold coming on the outside now. Ever So Gold's got to win the field with IKEA still there in the centre. Ever So Gold and IKEA going stride for stride. Ever So Gold just in front. IKEA's fighting back, but Ever So Gold's won it.
That was the Flemington action yesterday. Double and treble information, and the double numbers from Flemington 10 and 2, $67.40, $355.60 if you've got that treble 5, 10 and 2, and the extra double from Flemington 16 and 7, good dividend $625 plus.